so just like that, you made the best decision of your life. Why? You woke up on the right side of bed and you chose your feel-good breakfast show.
It's all in the hips.
It is. It's normally in the scope, but I think we're bringing it down a little bit, seeing it is one day away from Friday. Yay! We thought, let's make these hips not lie for the entire 3 hours, yeah?
I'm so excited for that, Ryle. Let's get straight into it, Mzansi. Good morning. Now, today we're taking a challenge many of us face, but don't always discuss. Now, we're talking about money stress.
Yay.
And January, February, you already know the theme that's happening here. Across South Africa, financial pressure is increasingly tied to things like anxiety, a lot of shame, and also mental strain, with more people reaching out for support around debt, gambling, and day-to-day costs.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, January is a real thing. I had all these cool plans that I was going to do at the end of this month, and I realized I can't afford them.
Well,
Man's got to get back to work, and hopefully we've got some tips to make this an essential transition into the year and sticking into your finances. And speaking of, it's not just us that are serving you. Of course, the beautiful Zanele is in town. She's live all the way from Jersey, and I want to know what's happening on the streets of Jersey, Zanele?
My Mother City family, what it do, baby? Good morning, and I'm Mzansi. As you've heard from my incredible family in Cape TZ Shizi, we've got such delicious things coming up just for you on the show, right? What's happening on the streets of Jersey? We are connecting. We are getting to know each other. And I say that because networking, my friend, can take you places you've never been before. They always say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And this is why today we've got the queen of networking in the building. Her name is Helen Nicholson, and she's here to help us find out how it is we can connect with people and really, in 2026, just broaden our horizons when it comes to the people that we know and what it is we can do with them when it comes to collaboration. That's going to be happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And then later, if you're unready to zap, I don't know what I can tell you. Just go and look on TikTok because it's literally the top trending song, and I'm so excited for it. Right about now, though, I do need to tell you, you got to make sure you stick around because there's so much more coming up. We're going to quickly get into the headlines with the gorgeous Carissa, but Mzansi, I hope you're ready for a ride. Carissa, my love, take it away.
Well, thank you so much to you, Zanele. Let's get straight into your news headlines 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Now we start out nationally. Small Business Development Minister Sela Ndabeni says South Africa's improving economic position is strengthening investor confidence. Now, speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, she highlighted stabilized electricity supply, removal from the Financial Action Task Force grey list, and a recent credit rating upgrade by S&P Global. Ndabeni, part of the delegation led by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, says inclusive economic growth will remain out of reach unless small businesses are supported to expand, innovate, and create sustainable jobs. Now, she believes momentum must be protected through policy certainty as well as continued reform. In other news in the country, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Tami Ntuli says the province is moving to tackle unemployment driven by a mismatch between skills and available jobs. Now, he plans to repurpose non-viable schools into skills development centres to boost employability and economic growth. Speaking at a Human Resource Development Council meeting in Durban, Ntuli said partnerships with business, NGOs and higher education institutions were key to attracting private investor or sector investment and strengthen the province's human capital. Now, the initiative aims to better align training outcomes with labour market needs. Let's take a look at your international news making headlines, and we start here with the Gates Foundation and OpenAI, who are launching a $50 million partnership to help African countries use artificial intelligence to strengthen healthcare systems. Now, the initiative, known as Horizon 1000, will begin in Rwanda and expand across the continent. Bill Gates says AI could help address health worker shortages and weak infrastructure, especially after global aid cuts last year contributed to the first rise in preventable child deaths of the century. Leaders believe innovation can restore progress and protect vulnerable communities. Now, the program will work closely with governments and clinicians. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump says efforts to end the war in Ukraine are nearing a breakthrough, with a meeting planned with President Vladimir Zelensky in Switzerland. Now, speaking in Davos, Trump says both Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin appear ready to reach an agreement. Ukraine will mark 4 years since Russia's invasion next month, as Washington signals it is close to brokering a ceasefire. Trump acknowledged deep hostility, but said momentum towards talks was building. Now, previous negotiations collapsed amid raising caution among allies. Closing off with this story and bringing it all the way back home, where Western Cape Cultural Affairs and Sports MEC Ricardo McKenzie has warmly welcomed the City of Cape Town's decision to award the Freedom of the City, its highest civic honour, to David Kramer and the late Talib Peterson. Now bestowed during a special council sitting at City Hall on Tuesday, the tribute celebrates two cultural giants whose music and theatre shaped South Africa's soul. Now, the celebrations from District 6 the Musical to Cut and the Kings captured Cape Town's humour, resilience and memory, while nurturing generations of artists and livelihoods. Now, the honour salutes creativity with purpose, recognising a legacy that preserves history, unites communities, as well as continues to carry stories onto the global stage. I will say I had the honour to be on the ground and even talk to David Kramer, and he definitely was moved by this incredible honour. Congratulations to the both of them. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. It's time now to get into some sports.
Oh, iconic stuff indeed. Thank you so much, Carissa. And let's move on to more icons in the world of sport. Now we're starting off with cricket, and the Protea Capitals booked their place in the SA20 final with a composed 7-wicket win over the Sunrisers Eastern Cape at Kingsmead. Now young guns Bryce Parsons and Dewald Brevis paced the mature chase as the Capitals overhauled 170 runs with 9 balls to spare, advancing directly to Sunday's final taking place at Newlands. Well, we carry on with cricket news, and Abhishek Sharma's blistering 84 runs of 35 balls powered India to a commanding 48-run victory over New Zealand in the first T20 in Nagpur. Now, India piled up 238 runs for 7 wickets, with Rinku Singh adding an unbeaten 44, and despite Glenn Phillips' 78-run innings, New Zealand were restricted to 190 runs for 7 wickets as India took a 1-0 series lead. Well, from cricket, we move to something different in the hand, and that's a tennis racket, because Alexander Zverev overcame a rain delay and injury scare to beat Alexandra Muller and reach the Australian Open third round. Now, Carlos Alcaraz also progressed after a stern test against Yannick Hanfmann, and Coco Gauff was also ruthless, dismantling Olga Danilovic in straight sets to stay firmly on the title track. Well, rounding up this dose of all things sport, we move to football next, and Barcelona's firepower proved decisive in a 4-2 away win over Slavia Prague to keep their qualification hopes alive, while Liverpool climbed to 4th with a polished 3-0 victory over Marseille, extending their unbeaten run. Now, Chelsea also stayed in contention for a top 8 finish as Moses Quesada's late header sealed a hard-earned 1-0 home win over Paphos. Well, that's a roundup of sport. We'll do it all again in an hour. But for now, many of you wanting to know what's happening with the weather today, well, we've got the latest. Here's Carissa.
Well, thank you so much, Nature Boy. Let's see what the weather's looking like across the country. And I can tell you right now, pleasant weather all the way around. Let's get into Polokwane first, where today you'll experience some cloudy skies. Temperatures will start off with a low of 16, but then reach that high of 23 degrees today. Light winds are coming through from the north, and sunny conditions are expected for the rest of the week. From Polokwane, we move to Klerksdorp, where you can expect cloudy skies with warm conditions. 16 is sitting at your low, but climbing to a nice 28 degrees today. Out of the northwest, that's where your light winds are coming from. Now, the sunshine also continues into the weekend, so yes, some good news coming your way. In Pretoria, you can experience cloudy skies for your side. Temperatures ranging between 16 and 27 degrees today. Light winds are going to be coming through from the north. Now, Friday will welcome some rainfall, which will continue up until Monday. From our capital, we move to Johannesburg, where today you'll experience an afternoon rainfall. Now, temperatures range between 14 but reach a high of 24 degrees today, and there will be some light winds coming through from the northwest. Clear skies are expected for tomorrow, but the rain makes a return on Saturday and starts off next week a little bit wet. Mbombela today brings cloudy skies with light winds coming from the northeast. 18 degrees is how you'll start off, but it will reach a high of 28 degrees today. As for the rest of your week, it will be dominated by light showers with temperatures ranging in the upper 20s. Let's see what it's looking like in Bloemfontein. Today brings partly cloudy conditions, accompanied with some light showers. 16 as your low, but listen to this, 31 degrees. Brace yourselves for a scorcher today. For the rest of the week, temperatures will remain in the lower mid-30s. Now we head to the coastline out in Richards Bay. You'll experience partly cloudy conditions. A low is sitting at 22 with that high sitting at 31 degrees today. Now moderate winds are expected coming through from the northeast, and heavy rainfall is coming your way over the next couple of days. Well, out in Durbs today, you can expect some cloudy skies with warm conditions. Temperatures will range between 23 and reach a high of 31 today. Winds are moderate and will be coming through from the northeast, but rainfall is expected over the next few days, so do brace yourselves. In Mthatha today, prepare yourselves for some cloudy skies. Temperatures start with 15 and peak at 36 degrees today, with moderate winds coming through from the west. Now, temperatures will range between the upper 20s and 30s for the rest of the week. Cradock, let's hope the same warm weather for you. Now, you can expect mostly sunny conditions for your region. Temperatures will range starting at 13 and make its way up to 38, with strong winds coming through from the west. Yes, there are winds and hot weather today, but it does drop a little to 33 degrees come tomorrow. While out in Ebeja, you'll experience warm, pleasant conditions, 17 as your low, with a 28-degree high today. Strong winds also continue in your region from the southwest, with gusts up to 42 kilometers per hour. Apart from that, pleasant conditions are expected for the rest of the week. Well, gorgeous George, let's see what's going on in your parts. Today brings partly sunny conditions, temperatures ranging between 15 and 24 degrees today. And moderate winds will be out of the southwest, and temperatures ranging between the lower to upper 20s for the rest of the week. Well, out in the mother city a bit later, we'll see what it looks like on your side, but let's see what it feels like. You can expect mostly sunny conditions, accompanied by light winds from the southwest, 16 as your low, 23 as your high. Clear skies are forecast for the rest of the week, with the wind picking up only next week Tuesday. Well, Sutherland, let's see what's going down. You'll experience sunny conditions for your region. Temperatures ranging from a chilly 9, but don't worry, it climbs to a hot 38 degrees today. Strong winds are expected coming through from the west, but tomorrow the winds do die down for some warm weather coming your way. Kimberley, today you'll experience mostly partly or periods of isolated thunderstorms to your side. Temperatures will range between a low of 17 and reach a high of 33 degrees today. The moderate winds are expected from the northwest, and temperatures in your high 30s can be expected. Oh, Uppington, you're up last. Today you'll experience sunny skies accompanied by moderate winds from the northwest. Temperatures will start off with a mid-17 and reach that high of 38. The temperatures will remain high for the rest of the week, peaking at 40 as we get into Sunday and the start of next week. So do brace yourself for some warmer weather. The sunrise view of the hour, we've been looking forward to it as soon as we opened our eyes this morning, and I did give you a heads up. Let's see what Atlantis is looking like from Rainique Davis. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. Thank you so much for getting in touch with your absolutely gorgeous morning view. Atlantis never looked this good, I will tell you that much. And the horizon coming through with the beautiful, beautiful orange hues there are just absolutely gorgeous. Rainique, you've done a fantastic job, and thank you so much for setting the standard for this beautiful Wednesday, or Thursday rather, on 0630369649 is how you can get in touch. And thank you so much for getting in touch with your morning view. We look forward to 7 o'clock as well as 8 o'clock as we delve into the rest of the show. That's the news, sports and weather wrapped. Let's see what else is expected on the menu.
Oh, the menu's looking so fire today, let me tell you that, and especially when it comes to the conversation we're always going to have with you. So, Chris, get involved in this one because we always are struggling with so much when it comes to the start of the year, how to set intentions, how to save money, and especially how to deal with all this financial stress. And I think that's exactly what the question is about today. We've got an example of what 2026 could be if we get our boxes ticked. And one of those boxes that I think is of the utmost importance, it's got to be our finances, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
And you need a lot of money in order to buy good outfits. That's my theory anyway.
Yeah.
You'll know I'm trying to recover from my impulsive spending. It's getting a little bit better, but I will say today's outfit deserves all the attention. And look at the three of us all coordinated so beautifully. So Nele, let's start with you. Tell us about your outfit. Talk us through the goodness that you are repping today.
Oh, my beautiful friends. Firstly, you guys look amazing. And secondly, you are so right. You know, not only are we just, in harmony when it comes to our threads, but I also feel like you're so correct when you say, my gorgeous Carissa, that, sometimes you need to find where you can buy the best with the best amount of money as well. And this is why I love myself a good dress. And I feel like, with this dress, we're kind of like, getting into the beautiful colors that we can really enjoy in summer. And it's perfect for January. And I love the fact that it's got these bubble shoulders. I'm somebody who loves drama. So it's adding a bit of that, but not too much. So it doesn't, take anyone off guard. However, I added a little bit of a belt, nice gold to go along with a little bit of the bedazzle over here as well. And then, my friend, when we talk about the shoes, it's always good to make a statement when we talk about shoes. And this is why we've got a little bit of the summer blooming coming out with the flowers on my feet. And I absolutely love it. But I feel like pink is always such a strong color, whether it is in summer or in winter. But particularly for this time of the year, it's got to be a winner for me. So this is my outfit of the day. My family, what about you? Please take me through what you guys are wearing.
Yeah.
You look good,
You said you didn't want to catch us off guard. You caught me off guard. I'm blown away. You look like a soulful stunner.
Yes.
You've given me somewhat of that ode to the classics, but you brought it into the future, and I'm still trying to make sense of it all, but wow, it's just blowing me away, honestly.
Ooh.
Love it.
I'm so here for it, and because of that, Zanele set the standard, and of course I had to follow suit. So I am definitely complimenting what she is wearing with a t-shirt version of the dress that she has. The material is the same, but we styled this really beautifully. So it does have 2 sleeves, but we sort of done our own thing.
Nice.
The stylist came through and made sure that we look the part, a bit of shoulder for summer, and then also the most beautiful skirt that's been getting so many compliments across our socials. Everybody wants to know where to get this beautiful flared skirt. I mean, Woolworths, they've always got us covered. It's gorgeous. If you turn around, you can see the way.
Oh, yes. That's the win.
That's
the
the
winning
win,
move
eh?
right there.
The belt to cinch the waist, the shoes just to add a bit of a compliment that has a round but almost pointed toe. It adds elegance, it adds beauty, and that's what she is.
Oh, she is indeed. And in order for me to try somehow match up to the stature of these 2 beautiful souls, I thought I'd go firstly with the color theme and obviously matching it with this beautiful knit. I don't know if you call it pink. I don't know if you call it mauve. I don't know what these colors are, but I'm absolutely vibing it. It's soft but warm at the same time. And the juxtaposition of that is just absolutely perfect for the season. And much like the rest of the outfit, we've got the linens just to match, which is always giving you the comfort, but that style. So, baby, we've got options when it comes to going out, making a statement, maybe even closing a check. Summertime is all about getting the deals and making sure we don't no longer January. But hey, I feel good next to the 2 of you. I feel elevated. I gotta be honest. This is the day for it, man.
No, listen, there are levels to this game, and we're stepping all the way up along with you, Mzansi. I hope you feel motivated to take on your Thursday. The weekend beckons, but also financial chats are around the corner straight after this break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zazi. Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Klein Vrydag, and we are feeling absolutely magic. Only if we could deal with something very pertinent right now. We're talking about January, and it is a worry because a lot of us have some financial issues that we need to get through, and there's a hurdle along the way. So we want to know from you, what's the best financial lesson that you're taking into 2026? We want you to come through with some tips or some voice notes. Use the number 063-036-9649. Don't forget to use that hashtag Expresso Show. And for me, there's a few things that I'm trying to figure out here. There's one rule that I think they call it the 50-30-20 rule, right? So 50% of what you are earning, you want to kind of like spend on the things that you need. The other 30% you want to spend on the things that you want. And then the remaining 20%, that should go to savings or to investments. So that's a 50-30-20 rule. I'm also going to definitely start incorporating more AI. I realized that you can take your budget and ask AI to really assist you in managing it, in achieving your goals and doing a whole lot more. But listen, these are my ideas, and I think they fail in comparison to what you're going to share with us. So keep those comments coming. Let's hear what tips we can maybe share with the rest of the country and allow us to all tackle those financial goals and get over the hurdle. Speaking of, I think it's time for a great conversation that'll do just that.
Ah, my Ral, you are so correct. We indeed today are unpacking all things money, and particularly when it comes to being financially stressed. Because Mzansi, especially in January, we know how things can get tight and how sometimes people can look to, alternative ways in which they can try and make ends meet. But sometimes it really does become dire in terms of what situation people find themselves in, and it causes stress, it causes anxiety. And luckily, there are people who are able to help out when that does happen. And my friend, it is all in the name of saying that, you know what? You don't have to do it on your own. There are people who can coach you through it. They can help you out when you do find yourself in that terrible situation. And this is why today we are going to be unpacking, the importance of really just linking the connection between finances and mental health. And we've got somebody who's here to help us out oh so beautifully. I'm talking about none other than Renee Richter from Pay Me Now. She's in the building, everyone. Please can we give her a feel-good welcome? Renee, how are you?
Good morning, Zanele. Well, and you?
I'm great, thank you. Renee, there's so much that's happening around South African debt, South African gambling, and everyday survival costs, which just continue to rise, even when it seems like the economy seems to be getting better, right?
Exactly.
So this is why then I have to ask you, because, with our financial wellness helpline, it's so great to know, like I said, that people don't find themselves being on their own when it comes to this. But what is it exactly that most people are calling about when they do call the financial wellness helpline?
That's a good question. Look, if you look at Pay Me Now's Earned Wage Access program, it provides you with coaching via prompts on the system. So people are calling in because they have liquidity issues caused by over-indebtedness.
Sure.
So the debt-to-income ratio in South Africa is 62%.
Oh, wow.
That means for every 10,000 Rand net pay that you earn, you have to pay 6,200 in debt.
Oh, my goodness.
Those statistics are scary.
Very
Zanele.
scary.
And to top it all, 80% of South Africans spend 80% of their paycheck within 5 days of receiving it.
Oh, my goodness.
So you can see why that financial stress enables them to go to coaching where they can get the help that they need.
Yeah.
And you're right, they're not alone.
100%. And this is why I'm so glad, because like I said, people look to certain things that might not necessarily be the best, like loan sharks and things like
Oh,
that,
absolutely.
right?
The worst thing in the world that they can do.
Do you see what I mean?
Which is what they will do if they have mid-month liquidity issues.
Yeah.
They most certainly will look for alternative methods to get the cash that they need in order to survive.
Yes.
25, 30 days is a long time for people who don't have cash to spend.
This is true. And, just like I mentioned earlier on, this just really results in people having anxiety, being mentally stressed. So can you talk to us, why is it that financial problems so often really turn into mental stress for people?
Well, I like to make it as practical as possible. Imagine somebody doesn't have money for transport.
Yeah,
They can't get to work.
that's true.
First point of call is stress. Am I going to retain my job? Secondly, I need to feed my family.
Yeah.
A mom that's got no money to pay for baby formula basically needs to go and find money to do so.
Yeah.
Alternatively, when she does make use of a loan shark, she's going to have the loan shark waiting outside her place of work to collect that money plus interest. So you can imagine people are not only stressed from a mental perspective, They're stressed for their personal wellness because they may be impacted by the measures taken by a loan shark to collect their funds.
Sure. So it becomes just a vicious cycle, really.
Absolutely. It's just
Yeah.
a cycle. And people don't save.
Yeah.
They simply don't save. It's prevalent that since Two-Pot came into being, 59 billion rand in retirement savings were withdrawn by South Africans as at November last year.
Oh my goodness! But do you see why so many of us were so scared of that two-pot, law? And it's, I don't even have the words because that's so scary just to think about. However, I think it also then just really shows us what exactly is going on financially in this country, right?
Exactly.
But speaking of which, there's a driving trend, or rather there's a trend that's being driven by something, which is what I want to ask about, which is more women are calling into the helpline. Can you tell us what exactly is driving that trend?
It's an interesting phenomenon. So if you look at male versus female,
Yeah.
I think females are probably, in a lot of cases, they are the main breadwinners,
Very true.
sole income.
Yeah.
And then what they need to do is find help.
Yeah.
And they are easily able to, or more easily able than their male counterparts to do so.
Yes.
Give you a statistic. South Africa is ranked 10th in the world from a suicide perspective,
Oh my goodness.
between the ages of 15 and 29. And 80% of those are male.
I did not know that.
So you can see that females are more inclined to go for help.
Yeah.
Pride is a wonderful thing. Shame is a worse thing because
Yeah.
it is shameful. You don't speak to your family about your financial distress.
Especially as a man where you think you're supposed to be a provider.
Correct.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. And do you know that for me, I was just thinking it's just because of so many households finding themselves in the situation where it's a single parent, and most of the time it's women in South Africa. So I thought maybe that was the case. But when you put it like that, that's actually such a scary thing to think about as well.
Well, it's two sides to the coin, and we can't
Yes.
say on average everybody.
Of course, of
But most
course.
certainly the circumstances indicate that females will ask for help easier than their male counterparts.
100%. But Renee, then please talk to me, when we now get to the point of when should someone ask for help? What exactly is the answer to that?
Sooner rather than later. The moment that you see that you are actually not managing your finances well, or you get into credit, or you need to go to unregulated or regulated credit providers, immediately start asking for help.
Yeah.
At least you have a plan then. Those coaches have a plan. The Pay Me Now coaches don't only talk to you about what situation you're in,
Yeah.
they provide you with a road to recovery.
Amazing.
Which gives you hope and then addresses the stress factors.
Yes, that's incredible. Well, Renee, like I said earlier on, I love the fact that people are not alone. It's really incredible to know that, you can ask for help, especially when it comes to something like this, I don't think everyone's in the know of that these certain measures are actually available. So thank you so much for that. But I'm also glad that you're not going anywhere because we need to
Thank you,
continue in our
Zanele.
conversation, of course. And Mzansi, listen, there's still so much that we need to do, all in the name of having this conversation, right? Because we absolutely love it when we really get to be a part of helping out where we can. Because at the end of the day, it is our community that lifts us up. And even if it's just letting you know that Pay Me Now is available, that is all you possibly need to know in order to get that help. However, still on the way, we're going to be talking about gambling and what exactly it is doing in South Africa. And then on top of that, my friend, there's also a little bit of something when we talk about a conversation, we need to jump on how to really understand what is happening when we talk about recognizing data privacy warning signs and what it is that you need to put in place so that people don't get your data, because it could be everywhere, but we want to help that. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break and we'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show, indeed, Mzansi, and we make sure that you are feeling good, even when it comes to the things that should stress you, right? Because financial stress can feel overwhelming, but early guidance can make a real difference. And this is why you need to lock in, because understanding healthy alternatives to risky coping habits is so key, my friend. And this is where practical coaching and support come in. Now, Renee Richter from Pay Me Now is here to help. And more than anything else, I did promise you that we would be jumping on into gambling, because gambling is increasingly becoming more and more in South Africa, especially when we talk about people going, oh my goodness, I need money, I need a quick fix. They head out to gambling.
Exactly.
Can you talk to us, Renee? Why is this so dangerous when we're trying to look for extra money?
Well, I think you mentioned quick fix. But just think about the gambling scenario and
Yeah.
the availability of gambling to the South African public. Okay, online gambling on your phone at any time, first of all, promising some very big wins, which will seem like a very quick fix
Yeah.
to your financial problems. And the problem with gambling is, of course, that it is addictive, like anything else.
Yes.
You will spend money. It is seen that about 40% of disposable income is spent on gambling by gamblers in South Africa.
Goodness.
So that's 40% that you spend. You have one big one. Makes you feel really good.
Yes.
That's the quick fix. But the cycle then starts, and the losses start, and the credit gets more, and the alternative measures get more.
Yes.
So it is a very serious problem. In fact, there's been quite a bit in the press lately about managing the advertising of gambling and the accessibility. It's just so accessible for everybody.
It's true. It's very, very true. And I know that a lot of people have been speaking about, what is it that South Africa is going to do to kind of curb the amount of gambling that's happening in the country. But then, when we talk about really financial coaching, for anyone out there who has never been financially coached, what does that actually look like, especially for somebody who finds themselves in a little bit of a overwhelmed situation?
Well, I think financial coaching is, the first thing is that it is anonymous. You don't have to speak to your family about it.
Amazing.
So you have the ability to contact service providers. If you are on the Pay Me Now platform, you will be prompted to contact the coach, first thing. But the second thing is, from a Pay Me Now perspective, we believe that employers need to provide a holistic employee wellness program, which includes financial coaching. It's always been mental health, but looking at the causes and the stress of financial difficulties that imposes on individuals is significant. So go to coaching, speak to someone, get your plan in place, and get on the road to recovery, like with anything else.
Yes, and I love that. I love the fact that you really put it out there, like it's a map that you can follow. It's a road which just shows you it's all about starting, and then you will just, be able to go on that journey, right?
And managing the stress associated with it. At least if you have hope and you have a plan, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If not, you just spiral deeper into the debt reliance cycle. And that is exactly what Pay Me Now does in terms of helping employees to avoid that cycle as far as possible.
Yes, and Renee, this morning here on Expresso, we're getting into our financial habits, right? And I know that since I was a kid, they've always spoken to us about planning financially and also budgeting, right? And I don't think a lot of us really take it seriously. But how can those small things that you incorporate into, your financial life really help, such as budgeting and planning?
Well, if you look at budgeting, let's look at literacy in South Africa. That is quite low.
Yes.
I believe that knowledge is power.
Yeah.
The more knowledge you have about what is available to you as the tools that you can use to be sensible in your planning approach, and understanding that at 20-year retirement savings may not be enough to retire. Ask somebody who's retired. So certainly the tools will help you to understand how to manage your finances and not get into the debt cycle.
Yeah. And I also know that, even something such as just having a budget and trying your best to stick to it can reduce anxiety and stress, right?
Absolutely. But having a budget on limited income still doesn't help you navigate your cash cycle paycheck to paycheck. So bear in mind that it depends on your disposable income. If you're indebted already, a budget is not really going to help you manage the trouble that you get into.
That's
where you need help. So that's where the financial coaching will then come in.
I love that. That's why we come to Pay Me Now, Asana.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Pay Me Now provides that service to employers. To give you another statistic, employees stay away from work because they don't have transport money. they don't want to face the loan shark.
Yeah.
That means that absenteeism runs into billions of rands in South Africa.
Are you
About 18
serious?
billion estimated per annum.
Oh my goodness.
Users of Pay Me Now, employers who have implemented, have seen a reduction of 20% in absenteeism.
Oh, that's
That
amazing.
funding can be reinvested in bonuses, HR programs,
Yeah.
wellness programs, etc.
That's
So
beautiful.
It is really giving back to the community
Yeah.
through responsible earned wage access.
I love that. So you guys are just doing more than just helping people here. You're helping the economy, Renee.
Absolutely.
Love your work. You must run for president, Renee. You must run for president. But Renee, you know, for somebody who's watching right now, who does feel a little bit overwhelmed, who finds themselves in a situation where they feel stuck, what would you say to them? And especially when it comes to, okay, I want to take my first step today.
I think your first step is, if you are employed, ensure that you understand your employer's offerings, because all organizations are focusing very heavily on employee wellness.
Yeah.
Most of them have an employee assistance program in place, and it may not necessarily be Pay Me Now, but there will be a program that you will be able to access for help.
Yes.
The first step is, of course, admitting that you do need help.
Yes.
Then speaking to somebody, and then planning your road.
Yes.
So my advice is just sooner rather than later, just don't leave it too long,
Yeah.
because help is there. And there's many other organizations outside of your employer. So there are organizations that will provide you with the services to manage your finances effectively.
Yes.
Whether that be debt review, whatever it may be, but they will provide you with that service.
Okay. And you did say that, you know, you can be anonymous when it comes to this.
Oh, it is absolutely confidential.
Amazing.
Those coaches are bound by, and you spoke about papaya,
Yes.
bound by confidentiality, absolutely.
Incredible. So if I'm somebody who wants to take that step, where do I go? How do I do it?
First of all, go to your employer,
Yeah.
go to your HR division,
Yes.
find out where your help is, who your employee assistance provider is, if not already communicated.
Yeah.
If you do have a platform in place like Pay Me Now, log onto the platform, follow the prompts, get to the coach. Alternatively, there are many companies advertising that help at the moment.
Amazing. Renee, we appreciate you. I'm going to give you a high five to say thank you so much for the help that you are just really giving to so many South Africans. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Much appreciated,
Oh,
Zanele.
man. Her
Thank you.
name is Renee Richter, and of course, she is part of the incredible team at Pay Me Now that really helps South Africans to get themselves out of really tricky situations when it comes to finances. Whether it's budgeting guidance, financial coaching, or mental wellness support, small steps can make a meaningful difference, my friend. And the key is recognizing that money stress isn't just a numbers issue. No, it's a well-being issue too. So a huge shout out to Renee Richter as well as the Pay Me Now family who are helping us to unpack how financial and mental health support can work hand in hand to make sure that you are okay and that your well-being is 100% being prioritized by you and by somebody else. That's why sometimes it helps to go on that journey together, right? But right about now, I'm going to tell you, please do stick around. This is exactly where you need to be to start your day off on a high note. And in 2026, we're not having problems. We're not having problems financially, my friend. We're going in with a good head on our shoulders and we're looking up and we're going to make sure that our finances are also shining just like us. Right about now, though, my shining family over there in Cape TZ, Foshizi, what's going on?
I mean, that's true. That conversation was incredible.
Yeah.
And now we take it from the experts and go to you, Mzansi, because we put the question to you as well. What is the best financial lesson that you're actually taking into this year? And it's something that many of us can actually learn from, right?
Definitely in a place right now where we talk about January, and it is real, and we're all struggling, but we want to get on top of this. So we don't want problems, just solutions. And speaking of, let's see what the people have to say. Tembelihle Ngubane says, Morning Expresso, the best financial lesson I'm taking into 2026 is to master your budget and prioritize needs over wants. The 50-30-20 rule, I told you guys about this, is a great guideline. 50% for essentials, 30% for lifestyle, and 20% for savings and investments. Building an emergency fund and clearing high interest debt are also key. Now, the 50-30 rule works well,
Yeah.
provided that you can at least have enough money to
Right.
spend on the things that you need and not
Absolutely.
just that only. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my goodness.
But great advice. That's sage advice coming through. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. much.
Even that
You got more?
emergency fund, that is fantastic. Geraldine, let's see what you've got to offer. Good morning, Expresso fam. Good morning. The best financial lessons for this year is to manage my budget well.
Yeah.
A high priority is saving and sharing a part of that with vulnerable groups in society, also to watch those investments. You know, charity really is something that if you can afford to do it, even if it's a 10 rand, even if it's 100 and above, something that I would really urge you to start doing. And I'm talking to myself when I say that as well.
Yeah, I love that. A great tip indeed. And looks like we've got more coming through. Cindy Siwe Cheka says, as marked the beginning of the year 2026, the best financial advice I enter with it is to always think for the future by saving money. I love that. And here's something else I want to reiterate. Seeing that we are ushering into this world of AI, there's a real potential that a lot of our jobs might be changing in the market. And this is a great time for us to, while we are going through these changes, maybe create some savings to adopt to this transition, because we never know what be along the horizon. We never know what challenge might come our way. But if you've got some savings and safety behind you, you know that you can navigate anything with ease and without any of that pressure too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that you've got this, okay? I know that things might be tough right now, but hold on, because you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, we'll continue with the rest of the show, and hopefully you'll continue with those comments across our social media. But we definitely want to keep the warning signs up, especially when it comes to protecting you and your data. We want you to see the signs and we want you to pay attention. So we'll get into that in just a little bit.
Also pay attention to the fact that Grant Hines is in the building and he's got the latest and the greatest when it comes to all things tech news. So prepared to get hyped. See you soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show and this beautiful Klein Vrydag. Let's get straight into seeing how we can protect you on all fronts with our friends over at ABSA. Now, as part of ABSA's Protect Your Money, Protect Your Story campaign, our viewers stayed informed throughout 2025 on cybersecurity, fraud prevention, and also data privacy.
Yeah, now in 2026, the focus shifts to helping consumers spot the warning signs in an ever-evolving digital world. And in recognition of International Data Privacy Day, that's the 28th of January, we bring you the Data Privacy Edition, giving you the knowledge you need to protect your personal information and, of course, your story.
I love that. Okay, so this is how it's going to work, Mzansi. You can join along with us. We will be given 3 scenarios and they need to decide if they are safe or if they are risky. So come on, play along with us and we will unpack on how to recognize data privacy warning signs in just everyday online behavior that we usually get into, right?
I love this.
All
Okay,
right.
so let me start off with the first scenario, okay?
Let's Have a listen.
you're at a cafe, you connect to free Wi-Fi, and then a pop-up message asks you to enter your email, phone number, and accept terms to get online.
Are you asking what we would do?
Yes. What do you
Okay.
think, though? Do you think this is a risk?
I don't
or
think
is this
so.
safe?
Well, I hope it's not a risk because I have been doing that many times
Yeah.
in cafes, in malls to access the Wi-Fi.
I did the same thing, especially when I would go to like airlines and stuff. And
Right.
apparently, there's a couple like various Wi-Fi setups and people that are putting up fake Wi-Fi's as well.
No.
So I was warned about this, and after that, kind of stopped because it was quite scary knowing that you can get so much information from your phone
Yeah.
if someone is accessing your portal or you are accessing a Wi-Fi link.
No.
How crazy, yeah?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Scary.
Okay. So no using your data at all times is what we're doing.
Pretty much, I guess. I mean, we can share some tips on them, Zanzi, right now, but this definitely is exposing personal data. The terms often allow data sharing with third parties. Often we don't read what we're
Yeah.
signing, so personal information literally can be sold or misused in this example.
All right, so let me give myself and you a tip here. Always skim the privacy notice before accepting and also avoid entering sensitive data on public networks. So how do we draw the line on sensitive data? Is my name sensitive data?
It depends. Listen, it depends. And I think when we talk about something sensitive, I think this next example is a
Right.
great one because a lot of us actually do this. We are so innocent about our movements and our behavior, and we share it with everybody in the world. So maybe you can talk about this one.
All
This is an
right, well, let's
interesting
get
one,
into scenario number 2. You post your morning jogging routine with live updates, and you know all the apps do that right now.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a community online, you're trying to show them, oh, I did my PB today. Maybe that's not the best thing to do.
And this is the scary thing because as innocent as that may seem, here's what's actually going down, Mzansi. You are literally giving away real-time location information so anyone can track you when you are sharing that location. So daily routines, apps, social media platforms, they all collect and store this information. So people could literally be tracking your routes in
Your
the morning,
movements.
your movements, your patterns. Careful now, yeah. You're giving away a lot, actually.
Risky behavior. Okay, so we're keeping everything private. Maybe send your mom a little update. I ran on the promenade today. That is really great information that you need to put in your mind. Be selective about what you post online, especially. Adjust your device settings to control location sharing and also it's just permissions along the way.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we just yes, accept, and also allow everything on our phones because it's your phone. You
It's
think
your
it's
phone.
safe
You just
enough.
think it's fine, but listen, we need to do due diligence. Due diligence. Yes, I said that correctly. And we need to practice it as well. But here's another example
All
that I think
right.
you're going to absolutely love, right? You've just been accepted into university. Yay! The excitement is real. So you post a photo of your acceptance letter on social media with your full name, student number, and course visible too.
Ooh.
Is this a risk or is this safe? I mean, you're in a campus. People are looking after you, right?
Right, but campuses, especially the one I went to, is an open campus. So anybody at any time can come in and come out without any security, you know what I'm saying? Because people even jog there during the day. So I don't know that that's very safe.
Not at all, because listen, acceptance letters often contain full names, reference numbers, and institution details. Now, this information can be used for identity theft, for phishing emails, or fake fee requests. Scammers are on top of all of this, and they are monitoring public posts for major life moments like university admissions. And I've heard so many scary stories about people that have finished varsity or just got accepted into a new job,
Right.
and then somehow someone has found this information out, sends them an email and says, hey,
You owe
about the new
money.
job, just put this deposit in and then we can unlock a car for you. It comes with the job. Meanwhile, it's a complete side scam that doesn't have anything to do with the real company.
And of course, you're naive. You're excited about this new opportunity.
Yeah, you're buying into this and celebrating the moment.
You don't know any different. Okay, well,
How awful,
hopefully
yeah.
we prepared you with a couple of tips along the way, and we've got more where that comes from. We just want you to be selective about what you post online and be aware of how your personal information can be gathered, but then also used against you, right?
Absolutely. Now listen to this. It gets even better because ABSA is giving us a knowledgeable start to 2026 and reminding us that cybersecurity starts with small actions. You want to spot the signs, stay alert, and share what you know. And if you are in doubt, why not just contact ABSA on 0860 557 557, or you can visit absa.africa for more safety tips. Now, this is going to allow you to protect your money, protect your story, and here are a few top tips to keep in mind this year.
Well, some really great tips that, of course, you have taken down. And if not, this, of course, will be available online as well. But we are having this knowledgeable or knowledge ready. Once you have it ready, rather, it could make you a winner with ABSA.
Yeah, but now listen to this. ABSA also wants to double that and give you the chance to win 2,000 Rand. And here's how you do it. Just simply head over to the Expresso social media pages and tell us the following. What would you never share publicly on an online post using the hashtag Your Story Matters and the hashtag Protect Your Story? And that's got to be in your response. Now, a reminder that competition closes at the end of January the 29th. That's this year, 2026. And your T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com. Good luck, get entering, and 2,000 Rand could be yours.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, you beautiful people. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And hopefully the next dose of news in the world of tech will make you feel real good, because we're standing by with the one and only Grant Hines in the building. Bro, I've missed you, man. How you doing?
Good. Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you very much.
2026.
I was expecting like a new year, new hair, like yellow or blue this time.
You know, I've been sleeping in. So, this time.
I love that. But listen up, Mzansi. Technology is absolutely moving so fast. And here in South Africa, it's shaping how we live, work, and connect. And we're talking about everything from how we pay things to how we are upgrading with connectivity and even our infrastructure. Now, these shifts may be quite impactful in real time especially, but also overwhelming. So that's why we got this guy here to help us unpack the biggest tech and gaming stories making waves right now. So, brother, let's get into it. I know there's a lot to discuss, but what's first on your list?
Look, I'm really excited about this. So Google got this PhD award. It's called the Google PhD Fellowships Award.
Okay.
And 2 South Africans have won it.
No way.
So yeah, it's Jess Reese and Tristan Bester from Wits University. So big ups to them.
Okay, well done.
They're doing some
Cheers.
amazing work. What they've done is they're using AI, integrating into the healthcare system, into our local healthcare system, and helping with strengthening clinics and healthcare systems using this technology. And Google have basically, you know, they're on the forefront of AI. What's going on? And they've identified the work that they're doing and how it's going to improve our healthcare system, and given them the award, which is huge.
That's incredible, because I'm not just thinking about how it can impact real time, but also post events with the amount of data and information that you can get from that and patterns. You can probably foresee and forecast so many different issues. There's
so many things AI can do in the healthcare system if analyzed and done properly. And I'm so grateful that we've got students in the country like Jess and Tristan, and also we can then hopefully inspire a whole bunch of other students that are in the science sector to start pushing and going, we can make a difference even if it's at home. I know a lot of people go like, I've got to go overseas. We get that story all the time. Make a difference now with the skill sets we have here, because we have got powerful skill sets.
Beautiful, Jess, Tristan, shout out. Absolutely love the work you guys are doing. Grant, I got a question.
Yes.
Is it the end of the card swipe?
Yeah, this
Is it done?
This is
Are
very
we done
interesting.
swiping cards, bro?
So, PayFast have this state of pay thing that they do every single year, and they've done like a survey, and they've discovered that South Africans are fast ditching cards and moving over to things like Samsung Pay and Apple Pay.
And using our phones,
and using our phones
okay.
and watches to pay, which is very interesting. I think I know why, because I think South Africans are actually quite tech forward thinking, and we don't want to carry things that are going to get stolen around with us. Because I think
Minimalist for
that's
other
why.
reasons.
But you know, my parents were early adopters to it, you know, in ways. But I want to know from people like on our Facebook page and in social media, do you use these services? Do you pay with your watch or with your phone, or are you too scared to? If not, why not? And I'm interested because I do it all the time. But I want to know why people don't do it or do it.
Bro, I think it's if you're buying into the idea of it and you understand it, you're probably going to trust it. And if that's the case and you trust it, man, you are going to buy in completely, because it just means, again, you don't have to take your wallet out. It means it's a safety thing. It's
To me, it's a
thing.
safety thing, because also your card can get swiped very easily if you use your physical card.
Yeah.
Not if you use, it's actually double encrypted if you use your smart device.
Oh, for
so
cloning
there's another
purposes.
layer of encryption over it.
Nice, man.
So I think I feel a lot safer tapping than I do putting my card into a machine which I don't know, because that's how people swipe your cards.
Absolutely.
So, and I
that's the
think,
thing
I don't know if that motivates other people. That's what motivated me to do it, but I don't know what
Definitely is a good
motivates other
reason. I
people.
think the minimalist approach, again, just taking one thing out, knowing that it can do everything, and I don't have to worry about my keys, my this, my that, my blah, blah. It's such a cool thing. But listen, we've got a lot of news to discuss, and especially when it comes to Eskom's smart revolution, smart meter revolution. What's going on here?
This is okay. So I love South Africa for this particular
Yeah?
reason. When I traveled abroad, there was very to little no innovation.
Okay.
Right? They're like, you can pay by SMSing
Is this a
here.
positive Eskom story?
Yeah, this is to
oh,
me.
yeah,
This is super
bring
positive.
it on. Okay.
So when you have problems, we need solutions, and
Yes.
technology is often a solution to that. Solutions that you don't see abroad, you don't see in America or the UK or wherever. And load shedding has brought out the advent of the smart meter, which can help monitor and help the load on the grid, right? Because there's too much load on the grid. We can use smart meters to juggle what's happening in people's homes,
yeah.
like switching off your geyser, switching on your geyser, that kind of thing. So we're looking at an 80,000 smart meter rollout right now, and that's across KZN, Limpopo, and Gauteng at the moment. And that's going to rapidly increase. And it's technology that I think the rest of the world are going to adopt. There's been rolling blackouts in the States for the same reasons, because the grid is overloaded. But we've solved that. We're solving that problem.
We've been ahead of the time.
But
bro, wow.
this is why I love. It doesn't matter what race you are, what culture you are in South Africa. You always say we make a plan.
Yes,
right? We make
we
a plan.
do, we
and
do.
And technology is one of the strongest tools with which we can make a plan. And here again, we've done, we pay with like QR codes, we SMS people money, we've got smart meters to help out load shedding.
Hey,
You know,
Will,
yeah,
pay
I love it,
attention.
man.
Pay
Anyway.
attention, Will. Okay, dude, there's something crazy happening in Amazon, I believe. Project Caper, it's been confirmed. Is that true?
Yes, so this is an interesting thing. I don't know how people feel about this, but Amazon are launching low orbit satellites around the planet, obviously,
yeah.
not around Mars.
The globe, flat Earth, depending on which side you come from, yeah?
They're there to provide internet to rural areas. So it's going to be satellite internet, but it's low. They're in low orbit so that the speeds and the latency
Ooh,
are
that
a lot
sounds cool.
better.
Is this like competing with a Starlink, maybe?
Pretty much the same
Whoa.
idea, but low orbit. So
Okay.
the idea is that they want to provide free internet to schools, rural schools, and to rural areas. And affordable internet, I guess, because nothing's free.
Yes.
I wonder why somebody would launch a satellite into space for nix.
Ask the question. Ask the question.
But I think they're going to use us as a testing ground, I guess, to see how this will fly and eventually be an internet service provider to farms, who can't roll out fiber or who can't access the internet. Even schools, we do need internet access in schools, and internet can be expensive or infrastructurally impossible, and this is a way to bridge that gap.
And connect the world. How amazing. I just hope that it doesn't, in low orbit, knock anything else like UAVs and our drones and stuff. So protect the rules, guys. And
Our drones aren't in space. What are you talking about?
have you seen what these things can do these days? They're crazy.
Dude, have you flown? It's not a space.
I'm telling you,
20
those things
meters
fly
in the air,
far.
space.
Anyway, Grant Hines coming through, making us understand what's important, what to get excited about. And brother, we have absolutely missed you. Please come back soon. Keep bringing the hype and wishing you nothing but an incredible year. I know it's going to be exciting. I might be talking to the robot version of you soon, by the way things are going, right?
No, please don't. Please
No,
don't.
we want the real Grand Eyes to stay. And what's going to stay right now as well is news headlines with Carissa, who's standing by with the latest.
Well, thank you so much, gents. A minute after 7 o'clock, let's get straight into your national news headlines. Well, the death toll from Limpopo flooding and Mpumalanga has risen to 38, with 6 people still missing in Limpopo. Now, Human Settlements Minister Thembisa Melena says nearly 2,000 homes were damaged in each province. Emergency housing units have been deployed and temporary accommodation is being procured for displacement families. Now, verification continues to assess damage and guide assistance, while recovery teams remain active despite challenging conditions as persistent adverse weather has complicated relief efforts. Now, in other national news, Small Business Development Minister Sela Ndebeni says South Africa's improving economic position is strengthening investor confidence. Speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, she highlighted stabilized electricity supply, removal from the Financial Action Task Force grey list, and a recent credit rating upgrade by S&P Global. Ndebeni, part of the delegation led by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, says inclusive economic growth will remain out of reach unless small businesses are supported to expand, innovate, and create sustainable jobs. Now, she believes momentum must be protected through policy certainty and continued reform. Well, internationally speaking, U.S. President Donald Trump has stepped back from plans to impose tariffs linked to Greenland, saying a framework agreement is emerging. Now, speaking in Davos, he ruled out using force and confirmed discussions with senior officials were underway. Now, the shift eased tensions with NATO allies and sparked a stock market rally. Investors welcomed the softer tone after weeks of rhetoric that had unsettled markets and strained transatlantic relations. Now, Trump said further details would follow as talks progress. Financial volatility eased following the announcement. Meanwhile, the Gates Foundation and OpenAI are launching a $50 million partnership to help African countries use artificial intelligence to strengthen healthcare systems. Now, the initiative, known as Horizon 1000, will begin in Rwanda and expand across the continent. Now, Bill Gates says AI could help address health worker shortages and weak infrastructure, especially after global aid cuts last year contributed to the first rise in preventable child deaths this century. Leaders believe innovation can restore progress and protect vulnerable communities. Now, the program will work closely with governments and clinicians. Let's close up with the story which gives a new definition to how now brown cow. Veronica, an elderly Swiss brown cow in Austria, is quietly rewriting what we know about animal intelligence, one scratch at a time. Kept as a beloved companion by organic farmer and baker Witka Vigil, she has charmed scientists by using a brush or stick to scratch her back with remarkable precision. Now, researchers confirmed that she consistently chooses the right end of the broom for different itchy spots, adjusting her movements with care and intention. Published in Current Biology, the study marks the first documented case of a tool used in cattle. Now, Veronica's gentle ingenuity suggests cow may be far cleverer than what we ever imagined, if only someone stops to watch. Well, that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time now for sports.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, let's dive into all things sport once again, starting with cricket headlines. Now, the Pretoria Capitals booked their place in the SA20 final with a composed 7-wicket win over the Sunrisers Eastern Cape at Kingsmead. Now, young guns Bryce Parsons and Dewald Brevis paced a mature chase as the Capitals overhauled 170 runs with 9 balls to spare, advancing directly to Sunday's final at Newlands. Well, carrying on with cricket news, Abhishek Sharma's blistering 84 runs of 35 balls powered India to a commanding 48-run victory over New Zealand in the first T20 in Nagpur. Now, India piled up 238 runs for 7 wickets, with Rinku Singh adding an unbeaten 44. And despite Glenn Phillips' 78-run innings, New Zealand were restricted to 170 runs for 7 wickets as India took a 1-0 series lead. Well, moving to tennis next, and Alexander Zverev overcame a rain delay and injury scare to beat Alexandra Muller and reach the Australian Open third round. Now, Carlos Alcaraz has progressed after a stern test against Yannick Hanfmann, and also while Coco Gauff was ruthless, dismantling Olga Danilovic in straight sets to stay firmly on the title track. Well, lastly, in all things sport, we move to football, and Barcelona's firepower proved decisive, and that was in a 4-2 away win over Slavia Prague to keep their qualification hopes alive, while Liverpool climbed to fourth with a polished 3-0 victory at Marseille, extending their unbeaten run. Now, Chelsea stayed in contention for a top 8 finish as Moses Seikada's late header sealed a hard-earned 1-0 home win over Paphos. Well, that's a roundup of sport. We'll do it next in the hour. But for now, though, many of you hoping to get to work and get to school safely, well, Carissa's got the latest when it comes to all things traffic.
Thank you so much, Raul. Let's see what's happening on your roads right now. We start out in Gauteng in Pretoria, where there's a stationary vehicle on the N3 northbound at Modderfontein Road, resulting in a left-lane closure. Now, motorists are urged to proceed with caution when using that affected route. Well, out in Bedfordview in Gauteng, an accident has occurred on the N3 northbound after Elands interchange. The lanes are restricted, resulting, so do expect some delays if you're making use of that route. Well, let's head over to Cape Town in Milnerton, where increased traffic volumes are causing delays on the N7 South at the N1 inbound ramp. Please maintain a safe following distance, and wherever you are headed this morning, stay alert and definitely arrive alive. Well, that is where we leave your traffic for this hour. Let's get into your weather. Now, out in Polokwane is where we start, where today you'll experience cloudy skies. Temperatures will start off with a low of 16 degrees and reach a warm 22 degrees today, with light winds expected coming from the north. Sunny conditions are expected for the rest of the week and continuing into next week. We move it over to Klerksdorp, where you can expect partly cloudy skies with warm conditions. Temperatures will start off with a low of 16 and climb to a scorching 28 degrees. Now, winds will be light and coming through from the northwest. The sunshine does continue for the rest of the week, which is good news. Let's see if it carries across in Pretoria. 16 degrees is your low, 27 is sitting as your high, with light winds expected from the north. Now, on Friday, it'll welcome some rainfall, which will continue up until Monday. We move over to Johannesburg next, where today you'll experience afternoon rainfall. Temperatures will range between a low of 14 and a high of 24 degrees today, with light winds coming through from the northwest. Now, there are clear skies forecast for tomorrow, but the rain does return this weekend, on Saturday in particular. In Mbombela today, cloudy skies is what you can expect, with light winds coming from the northeast. Now, temperatures will start off with a low of 18 and reach a high of 28 degrees today. The rest of the week, though, will be dominated by light showers, with temperatures ranging between the upper 20s. Bloem, you are up next, where today brings partly cloudy conditions accompanied with light showers. Today will bring you a low of 16 with a high of around 31 degrees. As for the rest of your week, temperatures will remain in the lower to mid 30s. Let's get into Richards Bay, where you'll experience partly cloudy conditions with a low of 22 and a high of 31 is what you can expect. Moderate winds are expected from the northeast. Now, heavy rainfall is expected over the next couple of days. Out in Durban, the beautiful Durban, you can expect cloudy skies with warm conditions. Now, temperatures range between 23 and peak at 31 today. Winds will be moderate coming through from the northeast, and rainfall is expected over the next few days. In Mthatha today, you'll experience partly cloudy skies with temperatures that will start off with a low of 15 and work its way up to 36 degrees. Moderate winds are coming through from the west this time, and temperatures will range between the upper 20s and 30s for the rest of the week. Craddock, you're up next, where you can expect mostly cloudy or sunny, rather, conditions for your region. Temperatures will range between 13 and get up to a scorcher of a day. 38 will be your high, with strong winds coming from the west. Temperatures do remain, however, in the high 30s and reaches 41 by Monday. In Ebeja, some pleasant conditions on your side. 17 is what you start with, and it makes its way up to 28 as the day develops. Strong winds are expected coming from the southwest, with gusts up to 42 kilometers per hour. Besides that, good weather all around. Gorgeous George today brings partly sunny conditions, temperatures ranging between 15 and a high of 24 degrees. Now, moderate winds will be out of the southwest, and temperatures will range between the lower to upper 20s for the rest of the week. Well, from George, we move into Cape Town, where you can expect mostly cloudy conditions, accompanied by light winds from the southwest. Now, temperatures will start off with a low of 16 and reach a mid-23 degrees. Clear skies are forecast for the rest of the week, with the wind picking up next Tuesday. Or out in Sutherland, you'll experience sunny conditions for your region. Temperatures will range from a chilly 9 and work its way up to 28 today. Now, strong winds are expected coming through from the west, and good conditions are forecast for the rest of the week. Out in Kimberley, today will bring mostly periods of isolated thunderstorms to your region. Temperatures will range between a low of 17 and reach a high of 33 degrees today. Moderate winds, they come through from the northwest, but the rest of your week is dominated by good weather in your 30s. And last but certainly not least, we head into Upington today, where you'll experience sunny skies accompanied by moderate winds from the northwest. Now, temperatures start at 17 and make its way to 38 degrees today. Temperatures will remain high as the rest of the week develops and peak on Sunday at 41. Well, whatever weather you are experiencing today, I will say one thing remains true, and that's that the Northern Cape is looking fantastic through the eyes of Matthew for our Good Morning Sunrise view today. Matthew, let's see what you've got for us. And I know for sure that we haven't seen an image from the Northern Cape in a while, so thank you for reminding us of the beauty that just lies beyond. Matthew, we appreciate you for thinking of us when you opened your eyes this morning, and wish you a blessed day ahead. Mzansi, we still have the next 2 hours lined up for you with great entertainment, but do remember that this number, 063-0369649, is how you get in touch with us to let us know what it's looking like on your side of town. For now, though, let's head to the streets of gold out in Joburg, because Zanele's got some really good news for you.
Oh, yes, I do. I've got great news for you, in fact. News that could have you zipping to the ATM, zipping to, go and collect your millions, my friend. Because it is double your winning chances day. And all you got to do is play Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot and Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday. And don't forget, my friend, you just need to buy your tickets. You can buy it either now in store on nationallottery.co.za. You can do so on the mobile app, cell phone banking, or dialing *120*7529# for USST. All of these details that I've mentioned are on our Expresso show pages. So go to social media if you missed anything. But make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot and Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today. I told you you're going to be zipping all the way through, ne? But do the right thing and get into it with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, my friend, we've got nice things coming up, ne? And I tell you that you gotta stick around. Why? Because we're gonna be getting into Pokemon Legends, my friend. Is it a hit or is it a miss? That is going to be the question. And then, Sana, we have got the king that is behind the biggest song in South Africa at the moment. He does it big, but we call him DJ Smalls. You gotta stick around. We're getting into the song Zip that is taking social media by storm. Do not go anywhere. We're gonna take a short break and we'll see you in a little bit.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I'm a zip, bala, 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 bala. I'm practicing, ne? I'm getting ready because the guy who is behind the biggest song in South Africa at the moment, he's in the building, everybody. I told you he does it big, but they call him DJ Smalls because our next guest is not just a producer and a DJ. He's a man who has redefined the 2025 Amapiano sound with his massive single Zip, where he features Uncle MC as well as 031 Chopper, and with over 100,000 daily streams. Did you hear that? Daily? And a viral movement behind him. This young man is setting TikTok on fire at the moment. Ziyasha Sana, and it's thanks to him. And today he's here to show us why he's the industry's newest powerhouse. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got to give him a feel-good welcome because this man made our December. Everybody, please give it up for DJ Smalls. Yeah. Hey, I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's good. Can I please ask you later, can you please rate my Zep for me?
I will.
Thank you. There are some people who've been
also
doubting
teach
me.
you.
Thank you. Yabona ke ngoku. No, but don't worry, I'm good at it. You'll
are
see.
good.
I promise.
practicing.
I've been practicing the whole of December. I've been waiting for this moment right now. But DJ Smalls, you genuinely are somebody who I think is genuinely just making sure that you are blazing your own trail at the moment.
of course,
And
of
it's so beautiful to see. Well done. We're so proud of
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Of
Thank you so
course.
much.
But Buti, let's jump right into it because this is such a huge song, number one. And I definitely think that when it comes to, the Amapiano scene, it can be really, really competitive, right?
Yeah,
So
very.
talk to us just a little bit about how it was that you went about getting your sound recognized and making Zep such a huge success.
Okay, so first of all, I didn't know it was gonna be like that big.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know. Me and Chopper, Scoocha and Tabang, we made the beat,
Yeah.
and then we did a dance challenge. We call it a DC, right?
Yes.
So we just did that, and then we ran it up on TikTok, and it was running. And then I think after like 2 weeks, that's when we started seeing like motion of the song.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't know it was on a trend, and then we just started seeing big people, dancing,
Yes.
vocalistic, DJ Maporisa.
Come
That's when we
on.
knew like, the song is starting to trend.
I love that. I was literally going to ask you, who was the person that made you be like, even he's doing it or she's doing
I
it?
would say Pori and vocalistic.
Come
Those two,
on.
yo. After they did it, I was so happy.
Oh,
It's trending.
It's trending for real,
Very,
son.
like, yeah, for sure.
We are khonagala. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Khona.
But Futi, I mean, going from hustling to now having one of the biggest songs in the country, how has it really been just a little bit of a change for you in terms of now being in the spotlight?
Yo, I won't lie, it's overwhelming because like I didn't expect it to be this soon, hey?
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Wait, when did you start music being like, now I'm making it?
I started like in the game like probably like 2024, end of 2024.
It took you a year
Like
to
a
have a
year.
viral
That's
song.
what I'm saying, it happened too soon.
It's crazy.
So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is just overwhelming. Like, I'm new to this.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm ready for everything.
I mean, you definitely are. You showed up here like a superstar.
Exactly,
You're shining on national television, baby. And talk to us, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years. You could be my child. I'm joking, not that old. However, I'm genuinely like, you're so young, Futi, and I love that. I love
Take that as a privilege.
No, it is. It genuinely is. There's so many people who've been working for the longest time.
True.
And look
I'm
at you.
20 and I'm already having the biggest song,
In
It's
the whole
crazy.
entire country.
It's crazy, yeah.
Dare we say Africa? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. But Puti, when we talk about Zep, people are busy singing it. They were doing all of the challenges in December. What does to Zep actually mean? And if you were now saying, okay, cool, you wanted to take it and make it into an energy in the country, has it done exactly what you wanted it to do?
Exactly, like everything like that I pictured it to do, like it has happened.
Yeah.
But what's funny is that like when I recorded Zep, I didn't have any concept. Like I just went there, and the first thing that was like on my head was Zep, Zep, and then it made sense to everyone.
Yeah.
And I just went with it,
Yes.
Yeah.
But what does it mean?
There's no
Because it's not a Zep. It's not a ZAP. It's a ZEP.
There's no meaning.
There's
to
no
it. It's
meaning.
just
Are you
organic,
serious?
It's
I love
just
that.
the Zep.
Yes. That's
Just the energy.
And if you don't know what we mean, forget about it.
Forget about
Forget those who know.
Those who know, they know.
Tango, exactly. But Puti, I know that when it comes to making something like this, it's always great to collaborate with people, right?
True.
So talk to us about what it was that 031 Chopper brought, as well as Uncle MC. Why did you choose them, and why were they the perfect fit for the song?
Okay, 031 Chopper, very great producer. Actually. Shout out to him. He started the beat. I think it was the percussion and the melody. So like the beat wasn't like done yet. So like the start of the beat, right? And then Scooch and Tabang, the best dancers out there, right?
Hey.
They also added like something to the beat, and then they left it for me.
Yeah.
I did my part in the morning.
Yeah.
I added my own flavor, Zep. I finished the beat, you know. Yeah.
You finished the beat.
Yeah, I finished the beat.
Yeah. Multi-talented. Yeah.
So I finished the beat, and then yeah,
I love that.
you know, the process of the song.
That's beautiful. And so how long did it take you guys to make the song? Because you said in the morning you added,
It took us long.
My goodness. Let's make a song now, guys. Really, you guys can just make a song anyway. That's incredible. I love that. But one last thing. You mentioned a Zep series
Yes,
as well as a
true.
Vogue album.
Very true.
Talk to us about that.
Okay, Zep series I'm planning with my guys, Gucci and Tabang. Zep series, we're gonna put a lot of big vocalists there.
Yeah.
Vocals gonna be there.
Oh.
We're trying to put Pori on there, you know.
Ooh.
Big people in the game, even upcoming too.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Zep series. And then Vogue is my personal album dedicated to a passed on friend.
Ah,
It's gonna be like 10 songs.
that's
Done.
beautiful.
Yeah, everything is done.
Why that specific friend? What did they mean to you?
That friend came to support me, right? And then he passed on, like coming to my. Oh no, I think it was after my show. Yeah.
Yeah.
After my show, that's when, like, on his way back home, he passed on.
Ah, man. I'm
out
so
to him.
sorry. Shout out to him for real.
to him.
And it's okay because his legacy lives on through people
Of course,
like
of course.
you.
And I'm going to, you know, continue his legacy.
Amazing. Well, Buti, I'm so proud of you. 20 years old and already shining on the African continent, baby. Next is it's a Grammy, ne?
Of course.
Of course. Beautiful.
Many actually.
Oh, I love that. Many Grammys. Oh, come on. Buti, are you ready for us to go and perform and
Of
Zep?
course, yeah, of course. Let's do it.
Let's
I'm
do
ready
it.
to teach you.
Aibo, the king has spoken, Mzansi, which is why you gotta stick around. It is the biggest song in the country at the moment. It is none other than DJ Smalls doing the things right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Trust me, you do not want to go anywhere. It's gonna be huge, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be amazing. Okay, while we go and get into zapping, let's make sure that Cape TZ Sheezy knows what's up. My family, what it do, babies?
Oh, beautiful conversations, Anila. Thank you so much for this. And I cannot wait to hear the sounds and just feel it in our studio. But for now, though, we're going to feel something different. Maybe some nostalgia, maybe an upgrade. We're talking about the Pokemon universe, which keeps evolving. And this latest title takes the franchise in a bold new direction. We're talking about Pokemon Legends, and it builds on the open world style that fans love. It's got faster combat, deeper exploration, and fresh mechanics. The big question, however, is does it live up to the hype? Well, gaming and tech enthusiast Grant Hines is still in the building, and he's going to help us break it down.
Pokemon's back!
I know, man, and we were getting nostalgic speaking about all the iterations of Pokemon and how far the world has come to where we are now. It's crazy to see how engaging, how interactive things are. But what's the take on its upgrade since the last rendition? And I know we were speaking about ZA, AA also all being launched right
Yes.
now. So this is an expansion that we're going to dive into in a bit.
So this is Pokemon Legends AA Mega Dimensions, right?
Yeah.
This expansion for Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yes.
Or ZA if you're American. very annoying hearing people on the way. It's ZA.
And we didn't even get to cover ZA, right? So
No,
we can talk
so-
about it right
yeah,
now.
of course. So ZA, which is very interesting, is not South Africa. So it's not Pokemon Legends South Africa.
Aw.
Everyone's getting like, is this the South African version? Are we playing Bafana in Pokemon Legends? No, it's just their new one. It's set in this French-inspired city called Lumio, so you can see all the buildings are like French-inspired. But the big difference between this and other previous Pokemon is that it's real-time action. So
Wait,
let's
what
get
do you mean?
So like here's a Pokemon, right, that I want to catch, right?
Level 4 Scatterbug, yeah.
So I'm actually going to start. There we go. Start attacking it, and then I'll throw a Pokeball. See if I catch it. Let's see if I catch it. No.
No,
It ran
you
away.
escaped. Okay.
Okay, so let's start attacking these. But it's not turn-based like it used to be in the past. My Totodile is doing what? Okay, I need to tackle this thing. There you see. Okay.
Okay.
Now I can throw my Pokeball. Definitely gonna catch him now.
Surely he's weak enough.
There we go, got him.
Wait, so I remember the old game, right? It would be like a wild Pidgeot appeared.
Yes.
And then Pidgeot would do an attack, and then I would go attack back.
Turn-based.
And then there'll be this like
chess.
So that's turn-based, right?
Yes.
This, I can do like multiple attacks at once. I can get creative. I can come at
Yes.
angles.
Yes, your position on the field matters. Well, look how Totodile is my one that I've selected.
Totodile.
And also, like, I can sneak. So, like, right now, I might want to get. That's a Pidgeot, right? That's a Pidgeot.
It looks like some form of a Pidgeot, yeah.
So let's sneak up on this Pidgeot.
Oh,
it's a fletchling.
It's a fletchling.
So, you don't want to scare the fletchling too much. So I'm going to. Now it's low enough health. I think I can catch him.
Might be a bit weakened.
Got him. There you
the
go.
collection's growing strong. This is really cool, man, because I would get frustrated about those engagements and like you gotta wait and it's kind of like a real slow down effect. This is obviously real time, so it's making you feel like you're so involved in the
Yes.
game. It's almost a bit more immersive. I don't know.
It is. It's way more immersive. I prefer real-time strategy, well, like real-time,
Yeah.
like strategy kind of games. And the really exciting thing for me, you see, this Pokemon that I want to catch, is that the real exciting thing is that at night, so this is the daytime cycle. This is when you catch and you get all your Pokemon. And at night, there are battles.
Okay.
So you've got to find these guys and battle them inside the game, and then obviously during the day you want to like make sure that your army of Pokemon that you're getting ready to battle with is strong enough and leveled up enough before you get into those street battles at night.
And are
which
you
is very
still
cool.
like visiting gyms and getting badges, or is the sort of
That is
main
the gym,
mission and objective
the
different?
gym, the gym is the areas where it happens at night, where everyone goes down and meets up that you can play against.
okay,
They're not real
okay.
people. It is all offline, so it's not like Pokemon Go. Everyone, I think a lot of new people to Pokemon think Pokemon is like going outside and playing Pokemon. That's one kind of Pokemon. These are all characters in a universe. Don't worry, your kids aren't playing with other people on the internet.
Okay,
that's the thing.
cool. So this is quite a safe version of having fun or spending as much time as you need to just have an escape, or maybe just get all the kids involved in this one because it's proper nostalgia here, even if you're a big kid like me. A Mareep appeared, level 4. Is he
it's
going to get it?
It's
Come
very
on!
strong. It's very strong, but I've
Throws a Pokeball. It's fighting back.
Hey, my Pokedex is growing.
All right, man. There's excitement. This is overwhelming. There seems like mega evolution here as well. What would you say is your final verdict on the game, bro?
I think this is a good like 8, 9 out of 10. I think if you are a Pokemon fan, you're going to be very happy. There are things I don't like these building designs, but look at the frame rate on Switch 2, 60 frames per second. Switch 1 is also available, but it's 30 frames a second. Not so nice. But overall, it's a great game. If you're new to Pokemon, it's great to get like instead of that turn-based vibe, get into that action and get into like a nice combat thing, and then get into understanding who Totodile is, who Magikarp is, who Fletchling is.
Well, we are absolutely getting into all the excitement of this one. We're talking about Pokemon Legends, and as you can see, we got to get into this world. It shows that the franchise isn't afraid to experiment while still respecting its roots. Now, whether you're chasing nostalgia or looking for something fresh, there's a lot here to talk about, but a big thanks to Grant Heinz for co-presenting and giving us a clear, honest take on this game. And man, we definitely did miss you, brother. Thank you for giving us the hype for this one. Go get your kids involved in it. And of course, don't go anywhere, Mzansi, because the magic continues right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Come on, let's get another one, bro.
Here we go.
What is that?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, you're right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back, and thank you so much for spending some time with us. Yes, we've done the gaming thing, and we've also done the finance thing, but have we done the cooking thing? Not quite like our guest today. Craig Chef Young is a Jamaican chef with a passion for just basically sharing the bold, vibrant flavors of his culture. Born and raised in Jamaica before moving to the US at the age of 12, Craig has been cooking since childhood and always kind of felt at home in the kitchen. Now he's based right here in the Mother City and on a mission to bring the flavors, the energy, and the spirit of Jamaica to South Africa. Rao, I'm not mad at that.
Oh, not at all,
At all.
man. And we're talking about Chef Kingston, who's joining us today, sharing his journey and his love for authentic Jamaican cuisine.
sir.
Brother,
Yes, sir.
man, how are we doing?
How you doing? How you doing? Everything good?
I am hungry after just chatting about you, bro. It sounds like you've got such a beautiful nuance of international inspiration for your chefing, for your
Yes.
flavors.
Yes.
I can't wait to dive into it.
Yes.
But before we do, man, let's just talk about where this all started. I know we had a brief introduction about it, but since you were young, you were cooking, you were getting into the scene, the passion erupted.
yes,
What was the
yes.
catalyst for it?
Honestly, I lived with my great grandmother in Jamaica.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Yeah, I lived with her,
Shout out
and
to
I lived
her.
with her till she passed at 100.
Wow.
So I lived with her in Jamaica, and then my aunt lived across the street.
Yeah.
And so basically just watching them cook and everything like that, watching my great grandmother grate coconut and my uncle, kill a goat,
Yeah.
watch everything in a Dutch pot, where everybody seasoning jerk chicken and stuff like that. It gave me that inspiration to cook.
I
And
love that.
I love cooking. Like that's something that just brings people together. Because cooking really, you can't
It's a love
fake it.
language.
It's a love
true.
language.
You know what?
Everyone loves a chef.
You know what I'm getting from this is the fact that you're mentioning it's not just the fact that the food tastes good, but for me it's a medicine. And clearly when you can live to 100, someone's
100?
making good food, man.
Shout out to Grands, man. She had
Yeah.
the recipe, and we're about to
Yeah,
find
she
out
did.
more about it. But I know at the age of 12, you then moved over to the US, and a lot of influences also happened at that part. I am curious, the Jamaican background and heritage, did it get influenced by the US cuisine, or did you kind of put your footprint on that?
So the thing about when Jamaicans leave Jamaica,
Yeah.
they always move to a Jamaican city.
Ah, there you go.
So it's Miami, South Florida.
Yeah.
It's all Caribbean.
You're always
so,
with the people.
So you're always with the people. Them. So the flavors never go away. We have Jamaican supermarkets, Jamaican restaurants,
Love
everything like this all around. So it never
Little
goes.
Jamaica in Florida.
Everywhere,
I'm here for
everywhere,
it.
everywhere,
That is
yes, yes.
beautiful.
And what is this that we're looking at right now? I see you obviously prepping something. We're showing it on the screens. Is this a Jamaican specialty, perhaps?
So that is escovitch fish. So that's basically like I would use. So it's a snapper. We have snapper in Jamaica.
Right.
Okay,
Here,
yeah.
it's kind of similar to silver.
Yes.
So basically, it's a fried fish, and then you have the escovitch sauce on it. So the escovitch sauce is just pickled peppers and carrots and onions with some pimento and allspice
Yeah.
and thing there.
Is
and
there
then you
Scotch
put,
bonnet or no?
yeah, Scotch bonnet
Ah,
on this.
I knew
Yes,
it.
yes,
You
Scotch
might blow
bonnet.
our
There's a-
Listen,
brains up.
this looks incredible, and I think it sounds incredible, but it's also something that sounds very familiar. I feel like South Africans can really get down with this type of food as well,
They
right?
can. They can. Everything here is. I could get everything I need here. The only difference is that, like in Jamaica, we use Scotch bonnet pepper,
Yeah.
and here is habanero. But it's the
Right.
cousins, the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just that Scotch bonnet pepper is just a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
And habanero pepper is like it's hot, so you have to.
Hot.
If you don't like the heat, you have to take out the seeds.
And is this your first time in South Africa?
No, I've been here over 2.5 years now. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
This is home now.
So what is like something that's really stood out for you in terms of our flavor profile or a dish that's really different to something else you've experienced?
I think like the flavors here, I love the flavors here most because y'all season. So that's where like I love it because like I never have to worry about it. Like my seasoning cabinet at home is like 2 shelves because I could just go to the spice shop and get everything. And
Is
I
that
just
your
love
flex when people come through? Come check this out.
It really is because you never have to worry about. I have all the masalas. I have
Nice.
everything.
Nice,
I have
man, I'm proud of
everything
you.
at the
The
house. Yeah.
mother-in-law, the 11 and
I have
1.
all of that. All of that. I have
We
all
love to
of
see.
that.
We're in safe hands.
We
No, I
are,
think we're good.
yeah.
I think we're good. Are there any local dishes that like you're obsessed with?
Chakalaka.
Oh, yeah.
Chakalaka.
Pop. Oh.
Ooh. Do you have something similar in Jamaica to that at all?
No, we actually don't. but we will use like some saltfish, which is
Yeah.
like salted fish, and then we'll add like onions and peppers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Here's like the beans.
Yes.
I still love it. With the
Oof.
Oh,
no, it's
man.
good. It's so good.
Chef Kingston's making me hungry, and we have come to the right place from Zanzi. He's not obviously going anywhere. We're just getting started with this beautiful energy, and we are hopefully going to go into the kitchen next because the food, the spices, the flavor, you know that box is going to be ticked for sure. I can't wait for
Look
it.
at that on your screen right now. If your mouth is not watering, you're doing it wrong. You're just doing it wrong, all right? For now, though, we are going to enjoy what is going to be so good out in Joburg. Zanele, I know we've got the joints oiled. What have you got for us? What have you got for us?
Oh, baby, I got it all for you. And I'm so excited, Mzansi, because these superstars are literally taking over not just South Africa, but the African continent, baby. I am talking about Brody Bro, along with DJ S'mores. They put together a song, it's called Emma Brodo. And then on top of it, it's Zinedine and Skuje. Everybody give it up!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we hope that you feel all the good on this Thursday morning. As we know, we're a couple of days into the new year, and we want new confidence. So we want you to suit up and own your power and walk in like the boss that you know you are. You are her. You are him. And one person that I know is her for sure is our stylist, Taryn Oppel-Nell, here to show us Woolies' latest looks for a 9 to 5 and beyond. And you look like you're beyond.
I've been baking.
You've been baking in
holiday.
that oven. Taryn, officially, nationally, congratulations on
Thank
your
you.
beautiful bundle of joy that's cooking away.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, gorgy porgy. Okay, so let's get into a couple of the looks that we will definitely be discussing. The year is in full swing, and I do want to know, which fashion trends are we actually going to be seeing in the office?
So obviously workwear's evolved over the years. It's gone from something that's quite rigid and to the book, and we can play a little bit. And we've seen this look steer away, not completely, but from very fitted, tailored cropped trousers for something a little bit more roomy, wide-legged. I love it. For men, it's, you know, it's all about that neutral color palette. It's also tapping into seasonal color tones. So not a lot of black and navy suits, as you know it. There's also your khakis and your browns.
Nice.
So that's also really exciting. And then I also just want to pull out something that is also happening at the moment. I mean, it's making a comeback.
I'm
the
so
waistcoat.
glad it never went anywhere.
I know, it's so great. The longer length, you also have the shorter lengths, and this is usually part of like a 3-piece suit, but I love the idea of just wearing it on its own,
Casual.
like with a denim or your wide leg trouser.
Right. Oh, this with fitted with a wide leg.
Yes, all about
Stunning.
proportions. Gotta mention that. And then just in general, when it comes to the color palette, like I said, it's all about those neutral tones. You can never go wrong with like an all black look.
Sure.
Just so chic.
Yeah. I mean, look how well you're doing it right now.
I'm ready for the office.
I think you are. You though? Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I think you are. I think you are. When it comes to foolproof styling tips, what can we also take with us? I think if there's one thing about going to the office every day or every other day, you don't want to think about it too much, right? You want to get dressed,
of
pick up
course.
some tips from Miss Taryn herself, and then be like, I'm ready to go.
So you are actually wearing a really great example today of something that is so fail-proof, is taking that one printed item and having that be the hero.
Right.
I love that it's paired with something stark and white and crisp and clean. Just looks ready for the day.
I am ready for the day.
You know, there's also other contrast monochrome options. Love it, babes.
Just
Give
having
us
my
a
moment.
twirl.
Just having
Give
my
us a
moment. You know what
twirl.
I'm saying? I do
and
love
then-
a pattern. Very nice.
Yeah, and then on the men's side, I mean, I'm a little bit obsessed with, you know, keeping it cool and casual.
Oh, I like this.
This is a great example of taking it beyond 5 o'clock. It's still structured. It's still got some cool factors. The color's great. It just works for any occasion, really. But it's just such a great thing to take to work and obviously beyond work.
I
as
like
well.
that. Okay, meeting at 5, wrap it up, Oranjezicht market at 5:30.
Drinks
Some
with the boys.
sundowners,
Yes.
exactly. I love to see, especially the drawstring. It makes it casual but still structured.
Exactly.
So we look good enough for our
Yes.
bosses as well. Okay, let's get into some of the looks because we do have some models. I feel them behind me. And
Yes.
this is so chic.
So this is the wide leg trouser that I was referring
I love
to.
them.
And another way to just make sure that you've kept it all together is with proportion control and balancing the wide leg versus something fitted. It's always going to look put together that way. So we've got a darted blazer, not necessarily an oversized one, paired with the wide leg trouser. And it just looks a lot more sleek and chic with your kitten heel sling bag.
Comfortable.
Your big bag. I mean, signing some deals today. Latava is looking like she is employee of the month.
I love the serpi as well around the neck.
Yes.
It's elegance, it's elevation.
Accessorizing is important.
Yeah.
It really obviously ties everything together. And then again, the neutral color palette mixed with black. I spoke about monochrome looks. Can never go wrong. It's just really something that's going to work for you all year round.
I love it. It's kind of giving capsule wardrobe so you can pick and choose and mix and match.
Yes,
But if it's in the
100%.
same color palette, you're good to go.
Totally. And Also, another sort of pop of color, which is also interesting, is the greens that aren't really going anywhere. So if Lataba were to take this dress and throw this on with her scarf and her bag and her shoes, it all still works. It's also just mixing and matching and having fun with fashion, of course.
Yes, never forget the fun and fashion. All right, thank you so much, Lataba. You look gorgeous. And then we've got a model. He's making his debut today.
Yes, I've never seen this gentleman before. He looks amazing. This is exactly what I was talking about. This like steer away from your typical black and your navy and going for something mocha chocolate.
I'm here for the brown.
So cool.
Oh.
And again, it is something that can just go beyond your workplace. I can see like a groom wearing this color as well.
You know what? Me too.
It's a vibe. And of course, then taking it to more of a dressed down version with your sneakers and your t-shirt. Yeah. Do you feel cool, Ralph? Because you look cool.
I feel absolutely incredible, and I think this matches the occasion that is so worthy of celebrating something special, and that's, of course, you. Congratulations.
Thank you
look
so
amazing.
much.
But I really
Thank
do
you.
feel like $1 million. I feel like I could
You
go
look
for an
it.
MC gig right
That's
now and
true.
take over the world. I feel like I could sign some checks and really just cash in on it
That's
and
it.
really take over the world. I'm always scared of wearing a color that's so close to your skin tone.
But how good does it
But it
compliment?
makes everything pop. Even my eyes, my blue eyes are coming out.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at my deep blue eyes.
Thank you. I'm going to be out here.
Yeah, you look great. You
Listen,
look
if
great.
Raul's in that outfit for the rest of the show, I won't even be mad.
I think he'll be happy too.
Right, let's zone in on accessories really, really quickly. What are
Yes.
some standout items?
Oh, we
was
got
hoping you would go
we
here.
have got to pull this out. I know that a lot of people are gonna be like, that is like a flip flop with a heel.
Right.
Yes,
Snoopy
it
with
is.
the heel.
Yes, it is. I mean, the flip flop, okay,
Yeah.
is like all the rage at the moment when you're wearing like a flip flop with like a maxi dress and it's still chic
Right.
and cool. But now it's taken it to this other level where it's a little bit more dressed up with a bit of a heel.
I
My
love
husband always
it.
jokes, he's like, kitten heels, I don't understand. Like, what do they want to be?
Because they're not trying to be a 6-inch heel.
No, like,
they're
what are they-
comfortable, practical, but look good because you're still a bit
You
high
can
off
last
ground.
the entire day in this, and that's what I love about it. I mean, then we've got some really great print options as well. Your snake print is obviously just something that's not going anywhere.
Right.
For men, your lace-up loafers and brogues. The bigger the bag,
The better.
the better. I'm a sucker for a small bag, and I just never win. I can never
We've
fit
got
anything
too many
in it.
things, Karen.
No, as girls, I'm just a girl. So the bigger the better, you know,
Yeah.
for your laptop, for all your notes, for your
Agreed.
pens, everything. The bigger the better.
You know what? I've been having a moment at the start of the year. I call myself bag lady
love it.
because I'm just carrying 50 bags. I
Same.
don't have a bag big enough, and I think a solution to that
I love that one.
is something like this.
I love that
because
one.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's so gorgeous, and I would like just grip it at the bottom and just like
just walk around with it.
Get, boss
grip it.
lady.
Do I look like a boss lady for real? Oh, we love it, Taryn, and congratulations once again.
you so much.
Boss lady with a boss baby coming very, very soon. And thank you so much for showing us the way. Now, we want you to discover Woody's selection of classic styles that will instantly elevate your on-duty look. So shop back to work style at Woolworths, in-store, online, and of course, on the app.
Oh, loving the fact that we get to look this good, and I'm looking good, and I want the belly to feel good, and that's why we've got the chef in the building. Chef Craig Young joins us in the kitchen to show us how to make bold, flavorful Jamaican jerk seasoning from scratch. Now, he's going to break down the essential spices and techniques behind this Caribbean classic and share tips you can use at home to bring authentic jerk flavor to your cooking. So, brother, I'm very, very excited for this because I've actually never really tried a real authentic jerk chicken. I hear about it all the time. I see it in the movies and everything that I watch. So, thank you for bringing something that I've known about but never tasted to our South African shores. How do we do this? We're talking about the flavor first,
flavor,
right?
yes.
Yeah,
The
and I
flavor.
know earlier on the couch we were talking about how seasoning is so important, how you
very
love your South
important.
African
Yes,
seasoning as well.
yes.
So I want to find out how the Caribbeans do it and
man,
what
yeah,
really
man,
makes
yeah,
it
man.
work. How are we putting this together?
So basically, everything here is you just mix it up. Everything.
Okay.
You have your thyme. Everything Jamaican has thyme in it.
Okay.
Everything.
All right.
You cannot have any type of Jamaican food
Without time.
Without
Okay.
thyme.
What are the important herbs? Got you.
And then, of course, you have your habanero, or in Jamaica we have the Scotch bonnet pepper, right?
Yep.
And then we have our allspice. Allspice is always important as well. So allspice goes in most of our seasonings, most of like our pickled things like that as well.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just ginger as well. Ginger, Caribbean and the ginger is just like, ginger is like that superfood that you just have to have in everything.
And I think, and it is a superfood. I mean, ginger's so good for you. You were
Yes.
talking about grandma, she lived till 100.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely because of things like this, using fresh ingredients, fresh
Exactly,
herbs, and some of those mother ingredients like ginger. Is that garlic as well?
That's garlic as well.
Even
Gotta
better.
have garlic too.
Yeah.
Everything Jamaican has thyme, garlic, pepper.
So
Always,
those are like
always.
Jamaican
It's
essentials.
like the
Thyme,
top-
garlic, pepper.
always
Okay.
the top
I'm gonna
three
keep
thing there.
notes on that.
Yeah,
And when it comes to like spice levels, because
Yes.
South Africans actually like it quite hot. If you
Yeah.
go to KZN, I don't know if
Yeah.
you've been there in
Not
South
yet,
Africa.
not yet.
Bro, the scale of hot there is on another level. What's Jamaicans and the Caribbean scales like?
That's our scale. Some people like you keep the seeds in.
Yeah.
Then like if you keep the seeds in, you know it's more hot.
You're the
Yeah,
real deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
But some people them the want too hot thing there, they take the seeds out. So,
That's a
yeah.
great tip, actually.
Yeah.
So if anybody is trying to replicate this recipe, if you don't want it too strong, take the pips or the seeds
Yeah,
out of
take
it.
the seeds out.
Okay.
Or just use less pepper as well. Or you can use like, instead of using 6 or 5, you can just use like 1 or 2.
Okay, nice. All right, so let's show the people how easy it is to put this together.
It's super easy.
Okay, how are we doing it?
So basically you chop up your scallion.
And also, maybe while you're chatting about this, for someone that has never experienced, tasted, or knows anything about jerk chicken,
Yes.
how would you describe it?
It's home.
It's home. I love that.
Like when you ask anybody about Jamaica, they know 3 things.
Yeah.
They know Bob Marley,
Yeah.
they know Usain Bolt, and they know jerk chicken. That's it.
Those are
Them-
the 3 essentials.
That's the
pillars
3
of
everything. Ask any, even a South African, they'd be like, oh yeah, Bob Marley.
the Trinity.
Usain Bolt. Craig, when you gonna make some jerk chicken? Like even my friends, they'd be like, when you gonna make some jerk chicken? Stuff like that. So basically, it's very important that you toast. I toast my spices first.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it brings out the aroma of the spices.
Are you going to do that right now?
Yes, do that
nice.
right
So
now.
take us through how exactly you're doing this. So no oil, nothing goes in a pan.
You just toast it and then you shake it. You shake it so you don't burn it. Because you don't want to burn it, but you want that aroma to come out.
So shaking isn't just
yeah,
kind
so
of
you're just
working
like
it a little
working
bit?
it out
Okay.
until it's like black a little bit, right?
What's a good
Actually,
sign that it's done apart from the color? Can you smell something coming through? Is there like a taste or something that happens or a change?
You just the smell.
Okay.
It's a smell.
Yeah.
You're just doing it and just the
Be
smell.
present in the kitchen.
Yeah, always have to be present in the kitchen. That's always have to be present in the kitchen. So when you toast, some people you could do the ground as well. You could do the ground seasoning as well. But I like mine toasted.
Okay.
I feel like it's a different.
So
different flavor.
something that happens at home with me when I was like staying with my mom and stuff, and she would always make like food quite early in the day. I don't know
Yeah.
if you had that opportunity as well,
Yes.
but you'd always have this distinct smell
Yes.
when supper's been prepared. For us, it's like onion, garlic, a
Yeah.
tomato, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is a unique smell. Is this nostalgic for you?
This and curry as well.
Curry.
Curry, yes.
Oh, yeah?
So we have
Okay.
curry in Jamaica as well. So every time you come home, you smell some curry, you know you're probably eating that for the rest of the week. Probably.
you gotta curry.
The rest of the week, every time you come home from school, there's some curry chicken, some rice, everything nice.
And it tastes
Everything-
better the day 2,
It
day
does,
3.
it does,
starts
it does,
getting better
yes,
and better.
yes.
Okay, so let's maybe just for the sake of time, talk about what would happen after we have successfully toasted our.
Put everything in a blender.
Oh, is that it?
That's
Really?
It, yeah.
Ah, okay,
Everything
nice.
in a blender. You put everything in. You put the peppers in the blender. You put the oil. I mean, this is lime juice.
Lime juice.
Yes.
Why lime juice over, let's say, normal oil?
You put
Interesting.
oil and lime juice.
Oh,
And
okay.
lime juice.
I was
Yes.
going to say, that's quite interesting. I got you.
And then soy sauce.
Some of these are quite familiar for South Africans. So I think a lot of us would have these in our pantry. A lot of us could probably recreate some of this Caribbean flavor right now. We just got to make sure that we get our toasting on correctly.
Yes.
And then when it comes to the blending consistency that we're looking for, do you want it chunky? Do you want it nice and smooth?
I like mine smooth, sometimes chunky. You know, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, we just do it nice. And I like smooth, I like chunky, because sometimes I like seeing the pieces of the pepper in
A
there.
little bit of texture.
Yeah, I like seeing the texture in there as well.
Kind of is like a ode to the work that went into the meal. It's not just something that was like pre-bought from the shop. You know, there's like authentic ingredients in there. You can see it, you can experience it, and you can definitely taste it, which we are going to do in a bit, because we're starting off with our jerk chicken seasoning. Spices are what it's all about. You want to really make it right. Bro, officially you are now in the Expresso kitchen.
Yeah.
It's the first time you miss. Now you are at home, my friend. Thank you. This place is looking far too clean for my liking. A little bit too full there.
Yeah, a
Chef
little
Craig.
bit too full. Yeah, a little bit too full, dog. A little bit too full.
But this is as simple as it is, right? And then
That's
you pop
all.
that
You
in,
blend it in.
get
You
it
blend it up
blended,
nice.
and then voila, Mzansi, we are one step closer to getting our chicken on another level, getting it Caribbeanized, if that's even a word, because we're going to make it jerk chicken. And after this, we're going to take this incredible mix of spices. We'll blend it up, and then we'll show you how we take on those next steps. And yes, our Jamaican friend is not going anywhere. We'll see you just after this. Nicely done, man. It's smelling so good, yeah?
Yeah.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome back to Expresso on S3. If you've just jumped on over, we are in the final hour and we get that started with your national news headlines. Where Statistics South Africa says consumer inflation edged up to 3.6% in December from 3.5% in November, with prices slightly moving up month to month. The average inflation rate for 2025 settled at 3.2%, the lowest in 21 years. Now, food and non-alcoholic beverage inflation remain at 4.4%, but meat prices climbed to 12.6%. Now, maize meal inflation eased again, fuel prices rose slightly, and long-distance runs, or bus rather, fares jumped seasonally, yet stayed cheaper than a year earlier. Domestic worker wages grew modestly, undershooting headline inflation at year-end. In other news in the country, the death toll from the flooding in Limpopo and Mpumalanga has risen to 38, with 6 people still missing in Limpopo. Now, Human Settlements Minister Thembi Simelana says nearly 2,000 homes were damaged in each province. Emergency housing units have been deployed and temporary accommodation is being procured for displaced families. Now, verification continues to assess damage and guide assistance, while recovery teams remain active despite challenging conditions, as persistent adverse weather has complicated relief efforts. In your international news making headlines, Botswana is holding nearly twice the allowed amount of diamonds as weak prices and competition from lab-grown stones reduce demand, raising concerns for economic growth. Now, government data shows inventories at 12 million carats, far above the 6.5 million limit. Slower buying in the United States and China has added pressure, while new tariffs could extend the downturn. Mineral revenues are expected well below long-term averages, straining the economy. Now, officials say diamond production may remain steady until the excess stock is reduced. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump has stepped back from plans to impose tariffs linked to Greenland, saying a framework agreement is emerging. Now, speaking in Davos, he ruled out using force and confirmed discussions with senior officials were underway. Now, the shift eased tensions with NATO allies and sparked a stock market rally. Investors welcomed the softer tone after weeks of rhetoric that had unsettled markets and strained transatlantic relations. Now, Trump said further details would follow as talks progress. Financial volatility eased following the announcement. Now, closing off on this story where the Western Cape Cultural Affairs and Sports MEC, Ricardo McKenzie, has warmly welcomed the City of Cape Town's decision to award the Freedom of the City, its highest civic honour, to David Kramer and the late Talib Peterson. Now bestowed during a special council sitting at City Hall on Tuesday, the tribute celebrates two cultural giants whose music and theatre shaped South Africa's soul. Now, the collaborations, from District 6 the musical to Cut in the Kings, captured Cape Town's humour, resilience and memory, while nurturing generations of artists and livelihoods. The honour salutes creativity with purpose, recognising a legacy that preserves history, unites communities and continues to carry stories onto the global stage. Congratulations once again to both parties. That is where we leave your 8 o'clock news. It's time now for your final bit of sports with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And for our final round of all things iconic, let's start off with cricket first. Now, the Pretoria Capitals booked their place in the SA20 final with a composed 7-wicket win over the Sunrisers Eastern Cape at Kingsmead. Now, young guns Bryce Parsons and Deerwald Brevis paced a mature chase as the Capitals overhauled 170 runs with 9 balls to spare, advancing directly to Sunday's final at Newlands. Well, carrying on the cricket news, and Abhishek Sharma's blistering 84 runs off 35 balls powered India to a commanding 48-run victory over the New Zealand T20 side in their first T20 in Nagpur. Now, India piled up 238 runs for 7 wickets, with Rinku Singh adding an unbeaten 44 runs. And despite Glenn Phillips' 78 innings, New Zealand were restricted to 190 runs for 7 wickets as India took a 1-0 series lead. Well, from cricket, we move to tennis next, and Alexander Zverev overcame a rain delay and injury scare to beat Alexandra Muller and reach the Australian Open third round. Now, Carlos Alcaraz also progressed after a stern test against Yannick Hanfmann, while Coco Gauff was ruthless, dismantling Olga Danilovic in straight sets to stay firmly on the title track. Now, lastly, in all things sport, we move to football, where Barcelona's firepower proved decisive in a 4-2 away win over Slavia Prague to keep their qualification hopes alive, while Liverpool climbed to 4th with a polished 3-0 victory at Marseille, extending their unbeaten run. Now, Chelsea also stayed in contention for a top 8 finish as Moses Caicedo's late header sealed a hard-earned 1-0 home win over Pafos. Well, that's a roundup of all things sport. We'll definitely do it again tomorrow morning. But for now, though, many of you still hitting out on the roads, wanting to get to school and work safely. And Carissa will do just that. Let's go.
Well, thank you, Raul. I'll try my utmost best. Let's get into your traffic out in Cape Town and Kraaifontein, where delays are currently being experienced, and that's on the N1 inbound at Justenburg-Vlakte. Now, this is due to restricted lanes as a result of an accident. So please avoid rubbernecking as this causes further delays, and buckle up and, of course, arrive alive. While sticking in Cape Town but heading to Somerset West, an accident has occurred on the N2 inbound before Somerset Main Road. That's resulting in a right lane closure. Now, traffic is heavily congested and motorists are urged to make use of alternative routes if possible to avoid any experienced delays. For now, that is where we leave your Thursday traffic. Let's have a final look at your weather to prepare you for the day. We get started out in Polokwane, where today you'll experience cloudy skies. Now, temperatures will start off with a low of 16 and make its way up to a warmer 23 degrees with light winds expected from the north. Sunny conditions are expected for the rest of the week, continuing into next week. Out in Klerksdorp this morning, expect partly cloudy conditions with warm weather coming your way, 16 as your low and 28 as your high, with winds that are light expected from the northwest. Now, the sunshine continues into the weekend with temperatures remaining in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Pretoria, you're up next, where you can experience cloudy skies for your region. Temperatures will range between 16 and 27 today with light winds from the north. Now, Friday will welcome some rainfall, which will continue up until Monday. Moving on over to Johannesburg, where today you'll experience some afternoon rainfall. Temperatures ranging between 14 and 24 degrees today, with light winds from the northwest. Now, clear skies are forecast for tomorrow, but the rain comes through on Saturday, continuing into early next week. In Mbombela on this Thursday, today brings cloudy skies with light winds from the northeast. Temperatures will start off with a low of 18 and reach a high of 28 degrees today. Now, the rest of your week will be dominated by light showers, with temperatures ranging between the upper 20s. All right, Bloemfontein, what have we got for you? Today brings partly cloudy weather conditions accompanied with some light showers. 16 as your low with 31 as your high today. As for the rest of your week, temperatures will remain in the lower to mid 30s. Out in Richards Bay on this Thursday, you'll experience partly cloudy conditions with a low of 22 and a high of 31 degrees. Moderate winds are expected from the northeast and heavy rainfall is expected over the next couple of days, so brace yourself. We move over to Durban next, where you can expect cloudy skies with warm conditions. Temperatures will range between 23 and 31 degrees. Now, winds will be moderate coming through from the northeast, and rainfall is also expected over the next couple of days. Out in Mthatha today, you'll experience partly cloudy skies. Temperatures starting off with a low of 15 today and reaching a high of 36 degrees. Now, with moderate winds coming from the west, I'm sure that's welcomed. Temperatures are going to be ranging between the upper 20s to 30s for the rest of the week. We move inland now to Cradock, where you can expect mostly sunny conditions for your region. Our temperatures will range between a low of 13 and reach that high. It's a scorcher. 38 degrees is what you can expect with strong winds coming from the west. Out in Gqeberha today, you'll experience some warm, pleasant conditions. Temperatures will range between a low of 17 and make its way up to a high of 28 degrees today. Strong winds are expected from the southwest with gusts of up to 42 kilometers per hour. Gorgeous George, let's see what's happening on your side of town. Today brings partly sunny conditions. Temperatures ranging and starting at 15 and then reaching a high of 24. Now, moderate winds will be out from the southwest, and temperatures will range between the lower to upper 20s for the rest of the week. Out in Cape Town, you can expect mostly sunny conditions accompanied by light winds from the southwest. Now, your temperatures will start off with a low of 16 and make its way to the mid 23 degrees. Clear skies are forecast for the rest of your week, with wind picking up on Tuesday. Well, out in Sutherland today, you'll experience sunny conditions on your side. Temperatures ranging from a chilly 9 degrees, but worry not because it's worked its way up to 28 today. Now, strong winds can be expected from the west, but pleasant conditions otherwise. Kimberly, what have we got for you? Well, today will bring mostly periods of isolated thunderstorms to your region. Temperatures starting at 17 and then peaking at 23 today. Now, moderate winds are expected from the northwest, with temperatures for the rest of the week remaining in the lower to upper 30s. And last but certainly never least, Uppington, you're up next, where today you'll experience sunny skies accompanied by moderate winds from the northwest. 17 is sitting at your low with a 38-degree high today. Now, temperatures will remain high for the rest of the week, and on Sunday reach a whopping 41 degrees. In general, pleasant weather all the way around the country, so we wish you a beautiful day. And to just send us off into this wonderful Thursday, we've got our morning rise view coming from Bereaville. Verna Middleway said, you know what? I've got something special for you, packaged beautifully. That camera was clean, the skies were clear, the grass was grassing, and the trees were definitely singing a beautiful song. Thank you so much for representing Hekport the way you've done, Varushka. We appreciate you for sharing your morning view with us. And you could do the same on 0630369649. Please do share your morning view with us if you too would like a moment, your time in the sun, right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Well, we're into the final hour and we definitely have many things still coming your way. We've got that viral hit still upcoming, and then also, of course, some more time in the kitchen that we've got to do. Sanele, let us know some good news that you've got on your side.
Oh, my Carissa, thank you so much for the weather, baby girl. And we've got all the good news, Mzansi, because, friend, double your winning chances by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot and Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday, as in today. Don't get left behind. Buy your tickets now in store or on nationallottery.co.za. See, the thing is, there's options. There's the mobile app as well. There's cell phone banking, or you can simply just dial *120 *7529# for USSD. It is that simple, my friend. And oh, Sonny, you could be walking away with some money. All of the details are on our Expresso Show's social media pages, so go and check them out, please, because you got to make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big. Otherwise, my friend, you're going to miss out. Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot, in case you forgot, and Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today. Now, I think you've already hit the jackpot just by being tuned in there. Because you heard from my gorgeous Carissa that we still need to get on into the viral hit Kesana with DJ Smalls. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. We're going to be doing Zip. And then we're also going to be jumping on into some really incredible networking tips as well as productivity hacks when it comes to our gorgeous Helen, who is in the building to help us do exactly that. And then on top of it, you heard we're getting into the kitchen. Jerk chicken. My friend, I wish I was in Cape Town just for that jerk chicken. I wish I could fly there. But you're going to learn how to actually make it for yourself right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Do not go anywhere. We're jumping on into a break. We'll see you in 2 seconds.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. So good to be with you, and thank you for trusting us with your morning. We always tell you this is the perfect place to start your day off on the perfect note. But why exactly? Well, right now, my friend, we've all heard about the saying that says it's not what you know, it's who you know. But in today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, building meaningful relationships that actually support your career can feel harder than ever. So how do you network with purpose? You make sure that it actually sticks. And of course, you know that there's that awkward small talk that sometimes happens, and you're like, yo, how do I get out of this? Well, someone who's going to help us out this morning is a true expert in the field, known as the networking queen. She's the CEO and founder of the networking company And The Edge, and she's a multi-best-selling author. Everybody, she is here to not just give us practical networking insights, but she's also here to give us key productivity hacks, as well as letting us into some health and wellness trends that we possibly need to know just to be able to thrive in 2026. Everyone, please, let's give it up for Helen Nicholson. Helen, how are you, gorgeous?
Lovely to be here, Zanele.
Oh, it's so lovely to be with you. Helen, I need us to jump right into it because I love your story. The fact that you started out as an accountant, then you said, you know what, I want to be a CEO. I want to hear, what was the pivotal moment that made you realize, you know what, my expertise need to be in soft skills, and I want to get into wellness for people, but also wellness for just the things that they do day to day?
So I'm the daughter of a teacher, and I think that I was put on this planet to see the lights go on in people's eyes.
Oh,
I love it when people get something and then they do something different in their life, and then 6 months later they say to us, wow, that worked, and look at where I am now.
Yes.
So that is why I was put on this planet, and to honor that purpose, the businesses reflect that.
Yes.
So we started the networking company, TNCO, 20 years ago, and it was built on that framework. The fact that often your technical expertise is a given. When you arrive in a job, your hard skills increasingly are not what are going to distinguish you. It's often your soft skills. It's how you relate to other people.
True.
Do you listen well? How do you deal with conflict? You know, those EQ skills. How do you network? How resilient are you? And I realized that first of all, that they are teachable. And second of all, is when people get those soft skills, or I call them actually power skills.
I love that.
I always say, if soft skills were so soft, then why are they so hard? Because they're hard. They're not something that you're going to study a book and then get. And what I realize is when people start to progress in their power skills, then their career has a tipping point.
Oh, wow.
So that was really how that business was built. And then the epiphany came that if you don't become more resilient, people have become a lot more anxious. They're overwhelmed. We're dealing with a lot in the world.
It's true. From social media to just the pressures of life.
Exactly.
Yes.
So actually the way in which you manage your body is a key part. I heard a saying at the beginning of COVID where someone said to me, you can't be brave if you're not well.
Sure, that's so true.
And, you know, to have the power skills, you've got to be brave. But if you ignore your well-being, then the whole thing becomes compromised. So that's why we launched The Edge at the DP World Wanderers Cricket Stadium last year. And it really is a high-performance center. It's taking you out of your head into your body. So we've got cold plunges, we've got saunas, we do secret sunrises on the cricket field. So it's really just taking leadership training from your head. So and I also think people's attention spans have changed. You know, those days of us sitting in classrooms and nodding, and there was a teacher standing at the front, and you receive knowledge like that. That's not actually how we learn. Our attention spans are much less, so you've got to keep people, you know, moving and grooving, and you've got to teach them in different ways.
Yes, I love that. And especially the fact that, you know, you and your company are adapting to what the world is doing, which is constantly changing.
Indeed.
That's amazing. But what I really also want to know is just when it comes to you and being a best-selling author, ma'am, you know, what is it exactly that I think I want to ask when we talk about this? It is, we talk about networking for introverts, which is your best-selling book. And I know that there's so many people who get in their head about networking. I know for me, when I started out in the entertainment industry, I never ever used to want to network. I used to go to spaces and be like, I need to keep to myself, having those awkward situations. It just doesn't work for me, until I taught myself that I needed to step out and be bold, just like you're saying, right? So what is it that people kind of have misconceptions about, especially the introverts, when it comes to networking?
So first of all, I always say it's networking, not net sitting around. It does require some effort and some intention. You're not going to meet new people when you're sitting on your sofa watching TV. You've got to get out and about. And I think our social contact skills have diminished, you know, since COVID over the last 6 years.
That's true.
So I had a hunch that introverts were better networkers than extroverts.
Okay.
Because if you think of the two biggest networking skills, one is listening. Introverts are better at that. And the other one is following up. So if extroverts, you know, I think when you go to a function, you see an extrovert so-called working the room. They're the person air kissing people and running around and handing out contact details
That's me.
and talking a lot.
Yes.
Those are not necessarily good networkers.
Yes.
Because listening is a key skill, and introverts are very good at that.
That's true.
And they're more likely to follow up. They may only meet one person at a function, but the next day they'll connect with them on LinkedIn, or they'll kind of send them a WhatsApp and say, you know,
Yeah.
great to meet you. And whereas the extroverts get too excited by the interaction, they lose the
Yes.
contact details and they don't follow up.
You're right. I think I have Richard Branson's contact. I've done nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So one of the reasons why I did the research and I wrote the book on networking for introverts is first of all, I wanted to give introverts confidence that they are actually naturally very good at this skill.
Yeah.
If they get certain things right. And part of it is not to be sitting at home all the time and actually getting out and about and to increase their impact and influence. So storytelling. I realized that introverts, if they enhance their storytelling capacity, people's brains are wired to hear stories. So they've got to get their stories right. So when they talk, they don't want to talk a lot. So when they talk, they've got to make those words count.
Yeah.
So you don't want to fiff and faff about stuff. You want to increase your impact and influence through the stories that you tell.
Oh my goodness. I love that. Listen, this is why it's a best-selling book. And I know that on top of that, you know, something that you've worked on really well is just being able to put together a whole lot of productivity hacks that can help people to be productive, especially in this brand new year that we find ourselves in. So can I ask you for your top 3 productivity hacks, please, Helen?
So I think the first one is a mindset. It's not and you've got to get that right before you start with the hacks.
Yes.
The mindset hack is that stress is not the bad guy.
Okay.
The absence of recovery is actually the problem.
Oh, I like that.
So if you think of the sports world.
Yeah.
So often, if you look at sports people, they use stress to perform at their peak. So their heart rate will go up. In business, we stress ourselves, but we don't recover enough. We go from meeting the whole day, and then we collapse in front of the TV on the couch with nothing left to give ourselves or to give our families.
Yes.
And
Well, from focusing on our well-being to being right here back in the kitchen, the smells actually brought us into this space because it is so incredible here. Earlier on, Raul, of course, and our good chef showed you how to make your own Jamaican jerk seasoning. And now it's time to turn up the heat. Chef Craig is still here joining us in the kitchen to show us how to transform these bold spices into Jamaican jerk chicken.
Yes.
Oh my God, my mouth is watering. It smells so good. So we've got 2 components happening here. Talk us through this.
So basically, this is the chicken, and we'll just season the chicken with the jerk seasoning.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it in the oven. This is the jerk sauce. So this is when you make your jerk sauce, and you basically dip it in there.
Okay, so it's the seasoning, but then seasoning on the seasoning.
Yeah, got to.
I'm here for it. And earlier on, you were saying that in South Africa, we like to season our food. And that's definitely something we have in common. We were also mentioning that there aren't really many, if any, Jamaican spaces in South Africa or in Cape Town.
There really aren't.
So then do you make your own food at home to just taste home?
I do.
Yeah?
Honestly, I do. And I remember I used to actually, when I first moved here, I brought a bunch of Jamaican stuff here.
Of course.
Not knowing where I could actually
Get and access
anything, right? So when I realized, you know what, let me just make my own.
This is what we're saying.
Let me just make my own stuff on
DIY your life. First of all,
yes.
Get your hands off my seasonings.
Yeah,
Why are you
got
in my
to.
space?
Got
What
to.
have I got? What have I got going here?
So
I'm
basically,
gonna make the sauce, right?
Yes. So you make the sauce. You cut the pot on.
And then I'm assuming tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce, honey.
Honey.
And then some jerk seasoning.
Nice.
And then a little bit of chicken spice as well.
And some oil and soy
and
sauce?
soy sauce.
Soy
yes.
sauce, okay.
So for the sauce, honestly, all you need is these 2 and that 3.
Okay.
And then this is actually for me.
you.
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
This is actually for me.
Oh, yeah. I can see the sauce coming together now.
So, yep.
Okay, let's throw some of that in there. What is your favorite Jamaican dish to enjoy?
Honestly, oxtail.
Oxtail.
Yes, so it's different. I know, like here, they use oxtail. They put it in a porky and things like that.
Yes,
So we
yes.
stew it as well.
Yeah.
But we use browning, which is kind of like molasses.
Okay.
And then we stew it with like peppers and onions and Scotch bonnet and thyme.
But are you cooking it over a fire
Over a
as
fire,
well?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Over a fire, and it takes forever.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's totally worth it,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
But then what do you have it with as a side? Are
You
we
have
eating
rice on peas.
or-
You have rice on peas, which is just white rice and kidney beans.
Oh, it's kidney beans.
And then you have plantain.
Ooh, now plantain's something I haven't tried
Yes,
before.
so South Africans don't eat plantain,
Yeah,
which I've had. It was so hard for me to find plantain here. So
But won't we love it though?
every time a South African tries
This is what
plantain,
I'm
they
saying.
love it. And I'm just like, yo, I wish y'all ate plantain.
How do you prepare it? Do you fry, like
Just
slice
fry
and
it.
fry
You just
it?
slice and fry it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all you do.
Like Ryle, I've only ever seen these things like on TikTok, and I'm sitting here going, I want to just taste it in my mouth. Like I want to feel what it tastes like. I want to know.
So after you season the chicken,
Yes.
you just put some tips. So this is like a baked jerk chicken.
Nice.
Sometimes you do it on a brae.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a brae, you know, a lot of us don't have
But
a brae.
never a fry.
Never a fry. No.
Okay.
Just a bake. And then you put tinfoil on it and you let it bake. So when you put tinfoil on it because it keeps it juicy. And you don't want it burnt.
Yeah.
And then when you put it in there, you cook it at a low temperature for like 35 minutes.
Ooh,
And
slow
then
and
it'll
low.
still be juicy, right? Pour out the extra water and then you turn up the oven high and get a nice little crispiness to it, nice little darkness in it. So that's how you do it.
Oh my
everything else.
gosh, that sounds incredible. And even jerk chicken, would we serve it with rice and peas as well?
Yes. So
Okay.
or we make it with some festival. We call it festival, which is
Festival.
cornmeal. It'll be the yellow version of the maize that you use for pop.
Okay, yes.
So
yes.
it'll be cornmeal and flour and sugar. And then you eat that with the jerk chicken and you dip it in the sauce. And
Book me a
everything
ticket
nice.
today.
And yeah, that's how, honestly in Jamaica, like there's a part of Jamaica called Portland. That's where
Yeah.
they say jerk really got created. And you just see a bunch of different restaurants and be
Yeah.
like, you have jerk crayfish, jerk shrimp,
Ooh.
jerk fish,
Any
jerk
protein
chicken,
that they
any
can.
protein. That's the beauties of the jerk marinade.
Yeah.
That you could literally, it's very versatile. So you can even put it on vegetables. Because somebody asked me, oh, if I'm a vegetarian, can I use
Right,
it?
can I still have the
like, yes, you
flavor?
can put it on mushrooms. You can put it on veggies, anything,
Right.
anything.
Well, that sounds so fantastic. I think when I was in London a couple of years ago, there was like a Jamaican quarter that we had also gone to, and I had goat curry.
Oh, goat curry, yes. So curry,
was
curry goat. So
fantastic. Curry goat, yeah,
goat,
curry goat.
Yeah, so,
It was so good.
yeah, curry goat is amazing.
Oh,
I get my
man, it
goat-
was so
yo,
good.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, the sauce is oh, this is heavy.
Yeah,
Relatively
yeah.
done.
Yeah, it's done.
And then there's our chicken.
Yeah, so you put the chicken in the oven,
Get it crispy
get
at
it crispy,
the end.
every nice, and you know.
And then how
just do
would you put it in like a little bowl on the side of your chicken?
So
Or
yes,
pour it on top
You
of?
put it in a bowl. You could pour it on top. Like
Yeah.
even when you go to the street vendor, you could pour it on top. So when you go to the street vendor, there'll be like somebody cooking in like a barrel. Like we turn like. I went to my friend's house one time. He turned a geezer into a smoker.
No, just like cut it in
Yeah,
half? Or?
and in Jamaica we turn barrels into smokers.
You
so,
see?
So we do that, and then you'll go on the side of the street. Somebody will have the jerk chicken ready. We'll put the sauce up on the chicken,
Oh my
and then give you like 2 pieces of white bread or some festival.
Yeah.
It's like,
Good
and then put it in the foil, and you're good.
Oh my.
You're good.
I just feel like Jamaica and South Africa, we just are, we're in
That's why I love it.
alignment,
That's why like I love it here.
And you
That's
feel
why-
like home
I feel like
here.
home here. That's why that's why I've been here so long.
Wait, where in Jamaica are you from? I never
I'm
asked.
from a town called Brownstone, so I'm in the mountain type. I'm a country boy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, call a country boy.
Yeah.
And like so.
You'll hike that side too?
Everything's there. Like I lived on a mountain. Literally,
Incredible.
Literally lived on a mountain.
So
with-
Table Mountain and is nothing for you.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
He's like, I just did that in an hour. What are y'all talking about 3 hours? Okay, Raul, I'm gonna bring him in. We love our protein boys over here.
Got the Jamaican protein, man. What do you think about Jamaican accent? Because for like years and years on this show, I've been trying it out. I feel like it's my one of my homelands. But I'm looking at Chef Craig and he's like, nah, bro, you got work to do.
Got some work to do. You have to hang around me sometimes. So
Yeah, I gotta chill around Chef Craig some more, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Listen, let's get to the good stuff.
get
Can we
to
taste
this.
this?
Yes, you can.
Oh, is this one ready?
Do it.
That's ready. Yes.
Are you a leg kind of person, Carissa?
I love a
Thigh?
leg.
Oh,
You try the leg. You gotta dip it too.
How do we
Is
dip
this
Just
one's the
dip
made
it.
one?
Just dip
There's
it.
a way. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go a
just dip
full
it.
dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I can smell that it tastes good.
There's flavor.
Yes.
There's a sense of like being home. There's
that's what it
nostalgia here.
Yeah.
There's a kick of fire as
Yeah,
well.
man. The fire coming.
Man, you've
I love
balanced this absolutely perfectly. Why do you not have your own restaurant yet, bro?
We're waiting, Chef.
It's coming. It's
Come
coming.
on, watch
It's
this
coming,
space.
it's coming,
This
it's
is
coming.
absolutely
2026, we want to see all this magic come to life in South Africa. You also will get a taste of the goodness soon. Raul is lost in his world of Jamaica, man. So you can cook along with us as well. Go to that QR code on your screen, and then you'll get this recipe straight to you. We'll see you straight after this break. Now you have to try it too.
Oh, yeah. Let me try. Let me see what y'all do.
Only you can make my day.
The countdown is on to the 2026 World Sports Betting Cape Town Met, where the thrill of the horse racing meets world-class style. From the thunder of hooves to the electric atmosphere trackside, this is race day at its finest. And you could be there to experience it all. 6 lucky viewers stand to win double general access tickets, plus 5,000 Rand cash. To enter, head to Expresso's Facebook, IG or X pages, answer the easy question and include their hashtag. Entries close midday, Wednesday, 28 January. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, it's been the happiest Thursday here on S3. And my friend, I do tell you this much. We have been getting into how we can possibly be the most productive we've ever been in 2026. Because, my friend, you want to make sure that it's 2020 clicks. Everything just falls together and in place. Yabo. And my friend, on top of it, we bring you the experts, the people who truly are here to help us unpack just what we mean when we say, how can we be productive in 2026? So this is why I have the beautiful Helen, who is here to let us in on also just those hacks that also go along with our wellness. Now, Helen, we were talking about what are our productivity hacks for 2026. You mentioned one already, which is to find little moments where you can kind of have some downtime. Like, I'm going to go nap after this and then go to radio.
Yeah.
Can you mention the other two as well, please?
So the second one is stop multitasking.
Oh.
You know, I think we are conditioned to think that we can do our email and do a spreadsheet and then we can answer our WhatsApps. We actually realize when we realize how our brain works, our brain likes doing one thing at a time and then moving to the next thing. So stop multitasking. I used to wear multitasking as a badge of honor, and I've realized it makes you unhappy and it actually makes you unproductive.
Hectic.
The last one is sleep your way to the top.
Gasp, Helen!
Unashamedly, for 7 to 8 hours on a great mattress in a dark room with your phone in another place.
I love that.
Because the temptation is, because no one seems to be sleeping. So take a slow-release magnesium supplement before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Bath in Epsom salts. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And lastly, take your phone and stick it somewhere else. Because the temptation, if you wake up at 2 o'clock, then we start scrolling and suddenly watching dancing cats on TikTok at like 3 o'clock and you wondered, how did I get you?
Yes, I love dancing dancing cats, Matung. Let's leave the dancing cats. Let's let them dance. It's fine. But my Helen, I also then want us to jump on into just what it is that you genuinely feel like should be a ritual for all of us in 2026, especially when we're talking about, okay, cool, we want to live mindfully and really just get that right.
So I think there are two. One is body related, one is mind related. Is I meditate in the morning and I practice gratitude before I go to bed. So a page of gratitude every day, because I realized that if you let your brain naturally do its work, your brain is actually a very negative organ. It's there to protect you. So it's constantly scanning for danger. And it's there to solve problems. Your brain is not there to make you happy. So you've actually got to train it. Like I wanted Michelle Obama arms, I'm going to go to gym and train my brain. You've got to train your brain through gratitude. And the second thing is to access your body. Your body is our vehicle in which we can deal with our stress better. And for me, one of the epiphanies is the power of cold water and getting into cold plunges and then alternating cold water with saunas. It increases your mood by 20% and it decreases your inflammation. So then you don't get sick.
Really? So like if I do cold plunges, do I still have to go for like lymphatic drainage then?
No, because it dilates your vessels in exactly the same way.
We are learning so much
and you
today.
do it in 3 minutes.
Oh my word, this is so exciting. Oh, I might start cold plunges, oh my word, that's amazing. But Helen, then talk to me a little bit then also just about, you know, what is the most critical way in which women can look after themselves, especially because you speak about multitasking. We as women love to wear that badge of honor, like you said, and especially in this modern day where we're looking after the kids, but then we're also at work, but then we're also trying to take our cold plunges and. You know, what have you found to be the number one thing that's really helped you to be a CEO, but at the same time also look after home?
So decide what your personal brand is going to be as a mother and what your personal brand is going to be as a CEO. Because what I find, we do a lot of work in women's leadership development, and women feel guilty because they're at home, and then they feel guilty because they're at work. So guilt is this overarching theme. And the way to deal with guilt is to get really clear. So I realized that when my twins were little, that I was not the tuck shop mom. I can only make like 3 dishes. So I'm not the big domestic goddess. And I didn't try to be, because women, I've noticed, we try to be all things to all people. Decide. I'm a big reader, so I read to my children. I taught them about finances. I taught them about business, because those are the things that I can offer them. Don't try and be all things to all people. Get really clear about who you are, and that's what you give to your children.
I love that. See, so it's okay that I only step into the kitchen once a year. Thank you, Helen. You make me feel better. But I do also know that when we talk about just everyone really zeroing in and deciding that they want to try and be the best version of themselves, you've said that consistency over perfection should be one of our mantras that we keep at the heart of everything we do in 2026. Please talk to us about that and why it's so important.
So I think, you know, often we set New Year's resolutions in January, and then the gym car parks typically are empty by March. You know, so consistency is something we battle with. So I'm a great believer in make it small. I ran the New York Marathon in 2011, and I never ran the marathon before or since because I'm not a natural runner. But the way I did it is I broke it down. The New York Marathon is 26.2 miles. I ran 1 mile 26 times. So I ran it, I'd stop, I'd take a photo, I'd have a little drink, and then I ran another one. And I've applied that whenever I have to do hard things, break it down. Because otherwise, you know, we want to do an MBA, we want to lose 20 kilograms, we want to run the comrades, we want to do all these things. But what small things can we do? Because that's going to help you ultimately change.
That's beautiful. Oh, man, Helen, I love this. I wish I could sit with you for like hours and hours. I feel like you're just a wealth of knowledge. But to anybody out there who is a little bit afraid to take the first step in 2026 and say, I'm going to achieve my goals, maybe it's a little bit daunting for them. They don't even want to write goals down because it feels like they're going to fail when they do so. What would you say to them?
You can't be brave if you're not well. So focus on your sleep. Focus on your well-being first, and then your brain stops being in that fight or flight phase, and you start getting creative, you start getting strategic, and you start to get clever and wise about our lives.
Beautiful. Helen, you're incredible. Thank you so much for coming through and just sharing all of this with us. We appreciate it. And if we want any more information, what can we do? Because I see your book here. Like, should we go and buy your book? Where can we get hold of you?
Absolutely. It's available on Take-A-Lot, and on our website, you can check us out, thenetworkingcompany.com or theedge.co.za.
Incredible. We appreciate you so much, Helen. And here's to a prosperous 2026.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. It is so incredible when we as a family get to see how we can possibly be the best version of ourselves, especially at the beginning of the year. My friend, 2026, it's going to be successful. I'm speaking it into your life, into mine. and we're going to do it together. Okay, productivity hacks, we got them. And now it's all about us looking forward. And remember, you can't be brave unless you're well. Did I say that right? Ha! I'm ready for 2026, Sana. The question is, are you? My Ryle, are you ready for 2026? And what's still coming up, friend?
Oh, I love these conversations. I love the fact that we get to look forward to so much. Still right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. In the next few minutes, we've got a lot of entertainment. We also got Chef Claire in the building.
I'm the entertainment.
Yes!
I am your entertainment.
How are you going to entertain us?
There's going to be an outbreak because you need to stretch.
Oh.
You need to lean down and shake. No, we're just going to cook. Pack a lunchbox.
Not even cook, pack a lunchbox.
lunchbox.
Many of you might be looking for ideas of what to put together, and we've got exactly that, from seeded rolls and delicious fricadelles beyond. So come prepared for some really great things.
I just realized someone is going to be cooking. DJ Smalls. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Beautiful people, welcome back, Mzansi. Yes, I'm talking to you. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're about to make you feel real good, especially seeing that it's a new year, which means it's the perfect time to reset and build healthy habits that last. Now, living well means feeling good and choosing foods that fuel both you and your child. So, the man himself, Chef Clem Pedro, is here with some simple and affordable lunchbox ideas to help get us all started on the right foot. And of course, we're going to get action mode going right now. So, brother, what do you got for us? I think this is the time for convenience, affordability as well, of course.
Sure.
But just kind of ticking all the boxes as we try and reach into the year and get over these first few hurdles.
Got you. And this is actually continuing with our message that we started off with in the beginning of the year of intention.
Yes.
Everything we're doing is intentional.
Love that.
Making lunch, intentional.
Agreed.
The preparation is important because, I love this one, failure to prepare
It's preparing to fail.
is preparing to fail.
Drop that mic.
And when you fail on this spectrum, you're failing your wallet, you're failing yourself.
Your
because you-
child.
Exactly, because you're eating things you wouldn't naturally prefer, but you're buying it out of necessity. And then again, that's money. No, we don't want to do that. So we are preparing. All right, so we've got some
Yes.
amazing selections when it comes to lunchbox items. Let me talk to you about something that I actually am living on at the moment. These sachets of tuna.
Interesting. I've never seen tuna not in a can.
Not in a can, right? So they're amazing because I don't go to an office that often, okay? No, really. But when I do, I actually keep this like in my bag.
Oh,
and
yeah,
sometimes it's
right?
like 3 or 4 of them. Dead serious.
And you eat it with a fork or you squeeze it out?
You can pop it on a sandwich like we're going to do today, or you can eat it straight out the bag, which I've done. And you know when that hunger hits, you know it happens. I'm not shy. I'll open up the tuna in the office. Right there and then. These are so amazing. But what I love is the flavored ones. You got some lemon, you got some sweet chili, all the flavors. These are fantastic.
Bro, this is perfect.
Okay.
And also the
Well
fact
done.
that when you are compromising yourself, it's often when you're really hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you don't have something packed that's healthy, you go and get anything, right? At
Yeah.
the garage or wherever it is.
It's the chips, it's the pies,
Right.
it's the chocolate.
This is setting
yeah.
yourself up for
Right.
success, man. I love this. Okay.
That's a good one. You keep that.
Okay.
You keep that. You
Appreciate
keep
that.
that.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna
if we're going to use it for a sandwich, we'll give you another one.
Sliders in my
Okay. So we're getting creative with what we put in our lunch boxes because it's 2026, right? Gewone brood. It's okay. You can if you want to, but there are other things you can do.
Elevate the broad.
Elevate texture, flavor, ingredients. So, Raul, I got for you. It's the seeded whole wheat, and I love these.
I
seed
love
buns.
these.
Guys.
They're dangerous, though.
Because they're so small. and you can hold 4 in one hand and 4 in the other hand, and that's a whole bag. These are so incredibly soft, pillowy, and delicious. For you, we're going proteins, okay?
Nice.
Because that I feel like is what's gonna get you through the day. It's a combination of your wheat, your grains, your veggies, your fruits, your good fats, and your proteins. Raul, your protein, obvious already. You got your tuna. For you, we got the fricadelle. Now, I used to get this
In a lunchbox.
in the lunchbox.
And you open it, and then the whole classroom smells like boiled eggs and fricadelles.
But the envy in the class. I was also very fussy when it came to lunchboxes. I wanted, but also I was involved in my lunchbox. I packed,
Okay,
you know, but it was
nice.
gourmet. It was
did you make your own
gourmet.
lunch at school?
No, my mom was like, my mom and I like, my mom's, till I was in matric,
Yeah.
packed my lunchbox.
Nice.
But I feel like
Wow.
that's because she wanted to do like that mom thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but we
love
were very
language.
involved. It's a love language, absolutely.
Is this a competition or we just...
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
My bad.
This is just for the love.
Okay.
So for you, I got the fricadelles we spoke about.
Can I go
good
mayo
protein.
first?
Yes. Here's my thing. You probably, if you haven't noticed, tomato's not featuring here today.
That's true, yeah.
Tomato for me is an anti-lunchbox fruit.
Agreed.
Okay? She's a bit soggy, she's a bit leaky, she's great for a salad and fresh when you're slicing it. But in a lunchbox, I feel like it's just gonna make your bread soggy, make the lettuce, there's acidity in a tomato, it's gonna cause things to... You know what I love? The word philip. Philip. Things are just gonna wilt and things are gonna look sad. So leave the tomato for your salads, for fresh stuff. You're looking good. Lettuce good.
Lettuce. I'm going to keep the lettuce on the top so
I
it
like
doesn't
that,
get
yes.
soggy.
I wasn't actually listening to you, and I just kind of went ahead with
You're
like
doing it.
starting this thing.
You're doing it.
Are we okay, yeah?
You're doing it.
Okay, I got some-
Instead of butter, guys, I love butter. And given my little health situation, I've had to be specific about the butter that I eat.
Yeah, lots
Okay,
of fat in butter.
I can still have butter. It needs to be the best version of it.
Yeah.
But then I started finding other alternatives to butter as well. And some of them have more protein. So guys, cottage cheese and cream cheese.
Nice.
To replace your butter, there's a creaminess and the fattiness in there.
And delicious.
The protein. Did you see how big Chef Chris is? He eats cottage cheese and cream cheese.
I didn't even get a chance to find out where the hell he gets all that size from.
He lives
Chef
on
Craig
cottage-
is
Chris-
like a tank.
Oh, Craig, sorry, my bad. Chef, I'm so sorry. Craig, it's because he's on his protein and he knows about his good fats.
I feel like they all just chill listening to Bob Marley, and then Usain Bolt comes through and trains everybody on the track because every Jamaican is just super fast as well, like
And
lightning.
fit.
And then they just eat great food at the same time.
Yes.
And they probably prepare lunch boxes like this.
I can tell you, Chef Craig, also, he's all about the preparation. He's all about the preparation. That's what we're doing as well. Carissa, lettuce, iceberg. You know what the funny thing is? I fell in love with iceberg last year.
Okay.
Okay, but she's got a job for like a certain thing, and it's not a lunchbox.
What is
Iceberg
that?
wilts too quickly. So you can look for a lettuce that has more water
More-
thickness,
yeah,
more
she's
texture,
thick, yeah.
and you've got the cost in front of you. For you, no lettuce, we're gonna go cucumber.
Nice.
Okay.
I like the crunch in that
There
as
we
well.
go.
Very
But you've
smooth.
also ribboned the cucumber there.
Which is so simple to do with the veggie peeler. And we don't want little tiny discs of cucumber because we don't want tiki-taki chasing cucumbers from the sandwich. We want our beautiful, like perfect bite-sized pieces. That looks amazing.
Doesn't that look so
That's good. Right, so now we need to talk about I've also started taking salads wherever I go. I don't like being hungry lately.
True.
And these have become my new favorite. Not dressing a salad.
No.
You keep the sachets in the car. Now, can I give you my ultimate Willie's
Please.
hack? I go to the deli at the hot counter
Yeah.
and I get the 5 chicken strips.
Oh, I love those.
You know the deal.
Yeah.
In the bag. Then I get one of these, the creamy French, what I get. Then I sit in the car, first check who's looking. My windows are dark, no one's looking. And then I put this inside the
In the
bag.
bag.
I shake it.
Shake it up.
And I get a fork from the deli and I just sit there in the car, chowing. Amazing protein. It's amazing hack. These are
Flavorful.
great. Keep these ready to go.
Where were you on Monday, where I was missioning around the entire radio and Good Hope FM area looking for a bottle of dressing?
This is yours.
I had a dry salad. I said, no one likes
This
a
is
raw
yours.
dog a salad, man.
No. The
Wow.
dressings. Raul de Mornay.
Yes, sir.
Beauty is what I'm seeing here.
Thank you. This is my new love language. I'm
It
going to feed
is.
the kids, man.
It is a
Are
love
we
language.
ratioing the carrot?
It really is. So,
Some for myself.
so again, no lettuce, more crunch with the carrot. Let's talk about your hydration.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hydration is really important. I used to, you know those big JoJo tanks that people walk around with today? I love them, actually. If you're getting water in your system, I'm for it. Hydration is key. So when you're packing lunch boxes, think about that as well. So water bottles. I just make sure everybody's got water, love, and then we're coming through with the juices. I feel like we've demonized juices. We kind of go like, You drink
Sugar,
juice, the
yeah.
sugar. No, guys, there's balance in everything. And I'm not about to say no more juice. You drink your juice.
Drink
it's
your
about
juice.
the balance. So we got some beautiful juice in there. Raul
Nice.
Morne, for you, for your little
What are my
afternoon
options?
snack.
Yeah.
I got you some pretzels.
Nice.
Texture's the
Whoa.
biggest thing when you pack a lunchbox. If you think about the standard lunchbox, it was a 2-breaky. It was like a little, that bottle that leaked into your everything.
Yes.
That's it. Texture's coming in, okay? Texture's coming in, and for that, we bring in the crunch with your pretzels. We also got a bit of an energy bar for you. I used to also demonize the word energy bar. That's great. There were actual fruits, nuts, seeds, everything in there.
Do you know when this is great? Especially when the kids are doing sport after school, extramural activities, fueling correctly, fueling for purpose, absolutely nailing the chef Clem. I want to be a kid again, just so I can get fed so well. This
There
is
we go.
amazing. Nicely done. Mzansi, obviously, you can find all these recipes at expressoshow.com. If you want to be inspired, you can start your year off fresh. Start it off easy and start planning, because failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And obviously, you can shop all these Lunchbox essentials at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, and of course, on the app. What are you waiting for? Nicely done. We're just going to pack this, yeah?
And now you got all your lunch boxes, also straight from Woolworths.
Wrap up the January blues with Jiffy. Trusted by parents for over 25 years, Jiffy makes school prep quick and worry-free. And now, Jiffy is giving you the chance to win 10,000 Rand. To enter, follow Jiffy South Africa, tag 3 friends in the competition post comments, and share the post to your story. Want a bonus entry? Upload content using any Jiffy product and tag them for an extra chance to win. Back to school made so much easier when done in a Jiffy.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show for the final time. Good morning to you. We're fast approaching 9 o'clock, but we want you to double your winnings first, especially those chances by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot. And then, of course, we've got Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today.
Yeah, that's right, Mzansi. So don't get left behind. You can buy tickets now, and you can also do it the following ways. In-store, you can use the nationallottery.co.za website. You can use the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial star 120 star 7529#, and then follow the USSDs. That's simple.
love that. All these details are on our Expresso social media pages. Check it out and make sure you catch up with our recipes, and then make sure that you get yourself in the running to play Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot and Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today.
Oh, it's feeling like a jackpot already, because standing by all the way in Jersey live for us, we've got DJ Smalls in the building. Let's go.
Baby, for the first time in 2026, I can say the biggest song in the country is about to be performed right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Everybody, please give it up for Zep by DJ Smalls, 031 Chopper, as well as none other than the king himself, Uncle MC. Everybody!
Sebenzi baba khipha imali manje baba sifuna ke blanco baba sifuna ke novo sifuna bona baba khipha imali Ngitshela nge-Friday yenge-25 ukumuntu uholisa ngeziphethe imali ungenzani ungenzi ngeplashi nasifixkele singazifuna imali i-Friday yenge-25 ukumuntu uholisa ngeziphethe imali ungenzani ungenzi ngeplashi nasifixkele singazifuna imali ungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 hayi wena mani ungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 wazotelela wena mani awungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap awufuna ukukhipha imali ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ungesi ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 hawuseke. Indaba yakho ukuthi ubonga mesebenzi baba khipha imali manje baba sifuna ke blanco baba sifuna ke novo baba sifuna bona abantu baba khipha imali asazi zap 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 hayi wena mani ungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 wazotelela wena mani awungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap awufuna ukukhipha imali akuthi wena asabe wena mani ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ungesi ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 ngitungitshela ngama-zap zap 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 hawuseke.
What a great time.
See you in the morning.